Welcome to space. What were you expecting? It's a dangerous place. Thank you for investing. Go there for your rota, there for your orders. Fill up these quotas, we'll bill for your quarters. Report to your foreman, but watch for marauders. Cause if you get eaten, there's fees for your mourners. Prosperity's there in the care of magnates. In halcyon heaven away. Did you think it was supposed to look like the poster? It mostly does, oh, if you'd only read closer. Just 10 short years to a new frontier. Snooze as you cruise and you'll wake up here. You've been trapped in that ship for an awful long time, so perhaps you have simply forgot what you signed. Oh, honestly, did you not read the colony policy that defined you as company property? That waivers your say in autonomy. The conglomerates got you in lock and key. We put the dollar back into idolatry. If you're upset, you can rent an apology. We are a family forged in bureaucracy. No I in teen, but there's con in economy. Were you expecting adventure? Were you hoping for fun? My friend, you're indentured and pleasures exempt from your tenure. So venture back down to your slum that's provided at generous prices. Your worth is determined by your sacrifices. A small term of service went down on the surface. Internment's a freebie that comes with the purchase. We work to earn the right to work, 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 to earn the right to give ourselves the right to die, ourselves the right to live, to earn the right to die.
To our little town, why don't you settle down? You just fill out the paperwork and you could look around. We're happy as can be inside the valley cannery. We live to pack the cans of meat and not to question where it's found until we end up in the ground around the corner in the yard. You know, we thought we liked the sound of finding glory in the stars. The borders taught us to be proud of never reaching very far. So we earn what we're allowed and give it right back at the bar.
The ale to cure what ails you. Zero G brew, your favorite flavor. So work till you bleed, ennobled by labor, then purchase relief from your local retailer. If you'd rather drop dead, that's fine, but you know to dropping down dead, there's a fine. So you do your job and I'll do mine. I gotta meet a 6 foot deep bottom line. We make a fortune for the board by selling boredom door to door, because it's all that we deserve and it is all we can afford. The secrets of the universe and all the worlds to be explored, but our dreams are back on earth and now the work is our reward. And you'll be grateful for seats at the table, though it dips at one end and the bench is unstable. You may waste your days, but at least you were able to pay off your grave since we leased you your cradle. Be faithful and pray we'll repay what you invest. Behave as you slave for humanity's interest. On account that you're all on account and we're quickly amounting humanity's interest. You'd think that we'd sink to the brink of rebellion with markets dependent on peddling weapons. The architect tells them the secret to heaven is simply consuming whatever we sell them. We work to earn the right to work, 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 to earn the right to give ourselves the right to buy, ourselves the right to live, to earn the right to die. Should've read the fine print, my friend. Should've read the fine print. You should've read the fine print, my friend. Should've read the fine print. Welcome to our little town. Why don't you settle down? You just fill out the paperwork and you can look around. We work and then 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 we end up in the ground. Welcome to our little town. Why don't you settle down? You just fill out the paperwork and you can look around. We work and then we work and then we work and then we work and then we work. Should've read the fine print. Here and here and initial here. Welcome to the family.
Who you trying to mess with, Esse? Don't you know who my daddy is?
That Hunter Biden was trading on his father's office to make 50 grand a month from the Ukrainians. In October, he admitted it.
The fact that you were the son of the vice president.
Yeah, no.
What role do you think that played?
I think that it is impossible for me to be on any of the boards that I just mentioned without saying that I'm the son of the Vice President of the United States.
Son of Joe Biden, and boy, it's tough. I put the crack in the pipe and smoke it up. I like every day I'm tweaking, laptop leaking, pictures of me on a cocaine bender. Quick pro Joe got me me working in the Ukraine gas company directing. The only thing I know about gas, you can huff it. Now I got 50K a month in my pocket. For the directors, charisma, I'll smash it. My dead brother's widow, impregnate a stripper. But nothing is better than crack cocaine when you're rich and famous in the Ukraine. Cocaine in the Ukraine. Cocaine in Ukraine. Cocaine in the Ukraine. Cocaine straight to the brain. Cocaine in the Ukraine. Cocaine in Ukraine. Cocaine in the Ukraine. Cocaine straight to the brain.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that energy up. I want to hear the argument. Come on, man. I woke up for this. Let's do it. Everybody, now they're still over there playing with their selves.
They'll be over in a second. They'll be over
He
in a
was
second.
sleepy. He's about to fall out. That's why I
Yeah, I know.
go on and leave and let him get.
There's
How
only
does it
so
feel to
many
be-
bowls of cereal.
How does it feel to be awake at 5 o'clock in the morning? It's 5 o'clock in the evening for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a day.
I'm
Start.
back in Lady Boy Central.
Oh, well, you're Mike's
happy
over
about
there.
that.
Is my what up here?
I
You're over
said
there,
Mike is over there.
He's somewhere.
Yeah. Whatever. I guess something's popping off between Thailand and Cambodia. They're shooting at each other again.
Yeah, but
That's
that's been
where he's at is
20
Thailand.
years. Hasn't it?
I thought it calmed down, right? And it just popped back up about 2 days ago. Shit's been weird. It's been really weird.
Yeah.
I wish they'd just have an orgy and get done with it.
I'm not sure it works that way with countries, bro.
Cambodia and Thailand have been in a conflict for like last couple hundred years. Like that,
Yeah,
it
I
just
know.
pops off every once in a while. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they was starting to get to where they deploying some of the heavier artillery or bombs there a while back, wasn't they?
I don't know. They was it yesterday? I think, or maybe it was the day before. Time zones is bits here. They fired something like a little over 3,000 rockets across the border. So fucking Thailand just fucked up a whole bunch of shit. Cambodia
shit.
fired back. I don't know what they did. Thailand's fucking playing around with little F-16s. Apparently, they bombed some civilians. Ooh, so everybody's crying up and down now.
Yeah. Is it just me, or does the world feel like it's sliding slowly off its cracker?
I don't know. Don't these like skirmishes, aren't they kind of like common for the last 200 years?
I think that we broke the concept of war when it stopped being a concept of conquest.
Yeah, I'll agree that the game itself has definitely changed.
Well, you
I would agree,
seen-
probably a little bit more fast paced, but that's because the technology advancements. Like we can kill faster. You can kill you can push a button and people a couple miles away die. Right? That's really what it boils down to.
You've seen we just absconded with a Venezuelan oil tanker
Yes, I was proud.
yesterday.
Yeah, I was proud.
I mean, let's be honest. America was established on the backs of corsairs and pirates. When we
And the
established our
press,
the
the Trump, what are you going to do with the ship or the oil? And Trump says, keep it.
when America established its navy specifically to deal with piracy, they touched our boats, and we were like, "Nah, just nah."
Mm-mm.
And now
It's not
we
safe.
lease out our navy. Now we lease out our navy.
I mean,
Our
you
right
gotta do
countries
what you
are the
gotta
right-
do. Welcome in, Mike.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Sash, for
Yes, sir.
continue on for us. And yeah.
I was hoping a 10th man had come in with the same heat that he had over there, but apparently, I guess he went to go get some coffee or something. I don't know.
No, I don't. I'm just being
Yeah.
polite.
You're good, bro. You're good.
It's if I may, right? It's very interesting that to a certain degree, 10th and I, he's a like a great friend of mine. Um, to actually believe that Josh has any affiliation with the law enforcement. I mean, I'm not here to disrespect the dude. I'm not.
No, Mike, it's not. I'm not discounting
Let
what
me know
you're
if I'm stepping out of line.
I'm not discounting what.
To be fair, hold up. I don't enforce laws per se. I enforce treaties.
But
There would be
I could
big
promise
difference
you
there.
that it not like so. It's nothing personal, right? Like I don't have anything personal with Josh. Like Josh, I would treat him the same way I would treat anyone. But to believe that this guy has any federal or any agent affiliation, to me, is just a hoax.
Oh, okay.
To me, it's bullshit. Sorry, I don't mean to offend
so
you.
I should care what you believe. Why? Or you just wanted to state your opinion?
It's just basically like like me and Common Sense. I love Common Sense. Common Sense and I we're best friends.
Common sense ain't that common.
It's not.
Well,
it's dying a slow, laborious death.
But so basically,
I think that was always true.
Sasquatch could correct me on that, and I trust Sasquatch's judgment. So if you were, like, just say for me, like if I'm a 00 agent, what the fuck am I doing on a YouTube stream?
What is it? What is a 00 agent?
It's like 007 license.
007, correct.
Why
would you want to be in the stream? And dude, not to start an argument with you, Josh.
State Department doesn't have a 007 branch that I'm aware of.
That wasn't the point. The point was a high-rated CIA operative who has, certain privileges. Why would you bother coming to this particular mud hole and chasing frogs around?
Correct.
I absolutely have no CIA privileges because I am not CIA.
You're missing the point.
No, he's intentionally picking the wrong point to debate. That's not the point. The point is government operator, government actor, handled individual, that type of stuff. Not so much what you're.
Most State Department employees are on social media.
Yeah.
And he's even advised.
You kind of don't get much of a life because I guess most of us are employed overseas. And so you got to maintain some type of attachment back to your home, I guess, to your people.
Is that what you use your internet for? Is to stay connected?
It's about the only way I keep up with a decent amount of English.
I'm not throwing judgment. I'm asking those questions.
Yes. Your access to English is very limited here, as is most places I've ever been.
Hey, that's true in downtown Atlanta, bro. Like, it's hard to find someone speaking English over there.
Is Atlanta getting that bad? I haven't seen Atlanta in 2 decades.
I got one for you. I'll show you how bad Atlanta's getting. This dude nailed it, though. It can take me a second to get it up. I gotta find it.
It always takes a second to get it up.
I know I'm getting old. I know you were born with a hard on that you could beat in your forehead, but most of it takes a second.
Anyway, guys, so I am planning on doing something with Dusty Third. Tune in, guys like Sasquatch, Chuck, 10th Man, but you already know. Josh, you invited to. Whatnot. Tune in.
How close to the border of Cambodia are you, Mike?
I don't even know. No. So I'm gonna be in Maldives, if I'm saying it correctly. Maldives? Am I saying it correctly? Maldives. Okay, thank you. Maldives. So I've read a little bit because my dad was really. My dad was like, "Hey, man, you don't know this country." So I read a little bit of it. They said that this is not very a safe place, but as long as you stay within the results, results,
Resorts. Yeah,
resorts, yeah, is it?
Kind of like going to Mexico. Yep.
Yeah, it's like kind of going. There you go. So, results.
All right, you want to know how it is in ATL?
Atlanta, yeah. I want to hear this.
These are the different thugs available in the U.S.
Hey,
That's
Joe
true.
Cool.
Chicago is as cold as fuck.
That is true, though.
What the fuck?
God have mercy upon us.
I like
Damn, it's gotten bad.
Thought you'd like that. All right, that's how that is nowadays.
I had no idea that Maldives is a Islamic place.
Is what?
Is Islamic?
Oh, I
So-
didn't know that either.
I had no idea. Like you have to stay with the resorts.
I was kind of surprised that Britain was, but then again, you know, changes with the times, I
Yeah, Britain
suppose.
is going to become one.
Hey, bro, I'm sorry. Once you get to the point where, okay, let me put it this way. If you were to go into your home, pick up your very own Bible, walk out into the street in front of your house and set that fucker on fire, what you reckon would happen?
Yeah.
Here or there?
Your own Bible. You own it. It's yours. It belongs to you. You burned the Bible. People going to be upset. Some folks would say something, but nothing would happen. You try that shit with the Quran and see what happens.
Yeah, nothing tends to. They've had large groups before, like in the last 15 years, that have done Bible burnings. Nothing really ever happened.
But try that shit with the Quran. See what happens.
Yeah, burn a Quran on social media. It might not happen that day, but eventually there's going to be somebody going to come knocking on your door.
That preacher that was in what, Florida, Georgia, a few years back was burning the Quran and got in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't
It's
legal trouble. That's the disturbing part. It's you've heard of the concept of God's laws versus man's laws. Islam is the distillation of that concept to such an extent that they, generally speaking, ignore laws in other countries that aren't part of a caliphate.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me though, because as much as Christianity's dying because of this, because we're not willing to actually, well, not we, but Christians aren't really willing to stand on it that much. We'll tolerate some shit, and that's kind of coming back and biting us in the ass.
Yeah, into others and all that type of stuff, and you've got the golden rule and all of that. But no,
golden rule was Confucianism. Confucianism. That's Chinese.
Okay.
Turn the other cheek.
I'm not debating.
Okay, turn the other cheek was Christianity, or that was Christian. Horrible shit.
I believe
it's horrible.
We broke the purpose and function of war when we removed conquest from the purpose.
Unfortunately, I agree.
It turned your basic superpowers into kingmakers and regime changers rather than conquerors.
Yeah. That seems to be the case. So like Gaddafi, Saddam. Yeah. We,
I mean,
we
it starts
Panama.
with Berlin, and it all starts with Berlin. Previous to Berlin, we had a couple of little incidents in South America. There was that little Cuban fiasco. Neither of those were kingmaker scenarios, though. Then Japan. We gave Japan back, split Berlin and gave it back, occupied it for a while in both cases. But we did not move in and instigate the absorption into the dominant state, right? The victor did not take the spoils in that case. We took some people, we took some equipment, we took a whole bunch of science off of both of them. I mean, that whole Unit 731 was a big question. But now we have a space program and taxes.
Yeah, don't necessarily disagree. I don't think there's any way to disagree with it. It sure as hell seems to be what we're doing most of the time. At least for the U.S. If we don't like you, we're damn sure changing your government. It might take 20 years, but that's definitely going to be on the table.
Oh yeah, and if we dislike you enough, we'll just do like we did. What was that? Nicaragua or Panama when we went and took Manuel Noriega.
You need to throw a C in that thing. You just hard Nicaragua.
My bad. Oh God. Oh, 50 lashes.
Yeah, grab the stock, bro.
Oh boy, I'm tired. That came out all wrong. We went down and took that dude and left the country to itself.
Yeah, I think that the idea that we could utilize black bag and black check projects or other countries, other nations as vassal states without ever actually doing any of the legality involved in it reduced every single one of those countries to being trapped as a third world nation, regardless of how similar they are to us.
I agree.
I just think it was a bad move, just overall. I think that that process came about because of a combination of isolationism and a lack of wanting to appear to be spending money in other countries. Because when you declare war, all of that stuff becomes top board. Everybody gets to see what you're doing. Suddenly we know where all your money went. We know what's going on, how you're spending your taxes, that kind of stuff. As long as you never actually declare war, it's plausible deniability.
Correct. That's what they was doing with that USA fund thing.
Or they were doing so much weird stuff with that. I do not think it's a coincidence that the Democrat Party seems to have collapsed under its own weight the second USAID was cut off.
Okay, so go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, my issue is I have to fight against the gay people who are being ridiculous and doing horrible things, and then I also have to fight the people who want to throw us all into volcanoes. So I'm standing in the middle, and then anytime I go a little bit too far, the few people that are on my side, they want me to stop. They turn against me also. So, you know, people wonder why for 6 years on the internet I go, you people aren't my friends. You know, I've actually nixed that on purpose because of my responses to it, but I still actually believe it. I just lie to all of you guys and call you my friends so that I don't have to listen to the nonsense. Right? I'm perfectly open about this. But the truth is I'm in danger all the time, and even from the people who are closest to me, because they don't understand how dire the situation is. And then when I really lose my mind, like happened a little while ago there before I stopped streaming, then everybody goes, oh my God, this is way too horrible. I'm not even commenting on this.
Can you elaborate? Can you elaborate on the danger part? Does Canada have some?
And
does
then
Canada have some roving gangs going around beating up
Well,
gay
the
people?
Supreme Court did turn down to take up the case about reopening
that's
gay marriage.
that's all fine and dandy. That's not the discussion.
But you said it yourself, Tenth. You said it yourself. You say, when I go too far, and too far is judged by other people, I assume, right?
Yep.
That is why you feel like they're turning on you when all they're trying to do is pull you back just a hair to keep you from
But
going.
there's no pulling back, because I believe that my life is in danger and I'm fighting in self-defense, and everybody around me is going, no, self-defense is equal or lesser force, 10th man. You're not allowed to just curb stomp them and end their life. And I'm going, but if I let them live, they're going to come back later and unalive me. And you guys are like, well, you're going to have to wait till that happens before you actually take their life. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, you coward pieces of shit.
Well, legally speaking,
I don't give a fuck about the law. They don't give a fuck about the law. Fuck the law.
Hence why we believe in changing laws.
Reciprocal.
No, that's why we believe in fucking survival of the fittest.
Well,
this is why the world is the way that it is, because people like you go around.
Explain to me how gay people survived. How do you breed us out? That's what I'm curious about.
Oh my fucking God.
Just don't get half of it yet.
I know 4 or 5 gay couples right now that have women as surrogates that are having babies as we speak. So everything you're saying is nonsense. You're filled with hate, and then people think that what I am filled with is hate, but it's actually self-preservation. And you think this is funny. I don't. Right? So I'm willing to actually, that's what I'm saying. Because people like Andrew Wilson have already crossed those lines. So if I find out that he's taking a trip to England, I'm for sure contacting the consulate, because I want to see him in cuffs. Not because I want him arrested, but I just want him to get knocked down. I want him to get knocked down like I've been knocked down my whole life. I have nothing but hate and rage for everybody, because you're all fucking cowards. You're too worried about what other people are doing in their lives to actually fix your life or go out and make somebody else's life better. Instead, you sit on the internet saying, oh, these people are horrible. These people are horrible. No, you're the one that's horrible. You specifically. Whether everything that you say is a lie or everything is a truth, either way, you are a waste of human flesh. That's what you are.
Good thing I don't care what it is.
It doesn't matter what you care about. I have actually helped a lot of people and done a lot of good things and a lot of evil in my life, but I'm willing to accept that and say that the things that I did were evil, right? You wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, I don't really deal with the idea of evil as a concept, right? So
no, because you're evil. That's what an evil person says.
Yeah, no, evil would be going against a specific standard, right? That would be what would be defined as evil.
You say evoke emotion specifically because it goes against all of human consciousness.
You get emotional when somebody preaches against homosexuality?
No. I just want to end you. Like if you and I were sitting here having this conversation face to face.
Is that an emotional outburst?
No, it's called self-preservation. You are putting me in danger. So there's a guy here just very recently who got unalived. And the reason why he got off was because the guy said the N-word before the guy killed him.
Yeah, I saw
that. Understand that? So this is how, because that's where society is now. All right, is
your law face. Hold on,
I'm out in public and you say the hard F word to me in public and I unalive you, most of society goes, yeah, fuck him.
If you go watch the video, what happened is the guy stabbed him And then the dude who got stabbed started cussing like a freaking pirate and used every slur you could imagine. And then they tried to use his use of the slur to justify having been stabbed before he used.
Right, but it's an overcompensation. That's what I'm trying to describe. Is because of people like Josh and people like Andrew Wilson and all these people that are just the most horrible pieces of trash in the world. Like they're literally the same as Jeffrey Dahmer to me. They're the same mentality. Same as you, Josh. And because of people like you, you have now made what Sasquatch just said a reality. Where a person says the N-word while they're being stabbed, and then too bad, so sad. Right? Where it really shouldn't be that way. But you guys, people who act like you, have pushed society to the point now where we're like, well, fuck around and find out.
So help me with the story again. Did you say a gay person was killed?
No. Oh my God.
Because I was starting to get excited.
Just what I mean is I can't believe that people even let you on their panel. You are such a waste of time to have around. Like, it's shocking to me.
But clearly, 10th Josh is basically try to use reverse psychology.
I get all that, but I'm saying I can't believe that people find this guy entertaining. He has absolutely no talent.
People absolutely
He's just
do
a
not find
stupid, half wet-brained, imbecile redneck coming on the internet, rambling a bunch of trash to evoke emotions.
And pretending to be an agent.
He's literally, let's say he is an agent. Either way, why would anybody have him around?
You would be wrong if you think that
right there is a perfect example as to why I told a friend of mine yesterday. If you asked me 6 years ago, hey, would you ever take a job for $55 an hour, just loading people into trains and then taking them down the road and tossing them in the fire pits? I would say, no, I have morals. That's horrible.
Fuck
now,
yes,
I would do it.
$55 an hour? $55 an hour is damn good money.
See, because I've become more like this guy because I've realized that you guys like this guy more than you like me.
You were. They don't like me.
No one gives a fuck what you're saying, Josh. I'm telling everybody else that's listening and is on the show, right? No one cares what you had to say, dude. No one cares what you had to say.
Entertaining.
So this is my point: is obviously all you guys like this guy more than me because you guys will actually associate with him and speak to him with any modicum of respect whatsoever, right?
I have my.
So then you're all the same. You're all the same as him.
10th,
check your cash out.
Will do, brother. Will do.
You know what? Let's just bless with. You know what? No, I have to bless Sasquatch. Fuck.
Thank you, brother.
I think that I oh shit.
I don't
know if
I'll be honest with you, Chuck.
is going to work at man. Let's bless. You know what? Let's bless Sasquatch for like.
If that's to pick me, go ahead. I'll watch a movie. It's fun.
Oh, no, that was it. It was way better than all that. Keep talking, Mike. I like where you're.
I'm just saying, like, you know what, like, guys, like, bless Sasquatch. He's basically having us on, and if you guys like what you're watching, and hey, send some donos, please do, please, for me.
All right, check it out.
I hope that was good,
Josh.
Yeah, you have Kofi. You have Kofi.
I do, Josh.
Yes.
Would you be interested in doing something as based as apologizing?
Apologizing to who? Or what?
For your evils in general. I mean, it doesn't say specifically.
What evil specifically? You'd have to be more specific. What's an apology? What is an apology if you're not going to even be specific about it?
Pick one.
Pick one,
Chuck,
Pick your own.
Here,
Chuck,
I'll do one better. I'll do one better.
you,
10th man. Hold up. Let me get to it.
Okay.
10th man. I'm sorry you enjoy dick so much.
oh man,
Does that count?
Oh,
Was that an apology?
a little rough.
It is a little hairy around the edges.
Chuck,
Yo,
hey, can you send Sasquatch, $100? You know what? Because I talked to my cousin, and I PayPal you 100.
I do got Cash App now.
Yeah, but this country doesn't.
He
Oh,
just doesn't work where he's at, apparently.
gotcha.
Yeah, but it's okay. Please, Chuck. If you cannot do it, don't worry about it.
Let me check.
Dude, you know that I don't fuck around when it comes to money. You know that, right? I'm just, I make sure that you're taken care of. I promise you. If you're able to do it, Chuck, please don't be pressured. Okay, please. If you can't do it, no worries.
No. You can absolutely buy me off panel like that. That's a thing.
No, Josh, you've been already bought. You just don't know.
Right? Like the apology. That was my apology. I apologize that 10th man likes dick.
No, I don't want an apology. This is nonsense. This is what the problem is. No. Sorry, Mike, but this is the issue.
10th doesn't know it, but 10th.
I believe.
Okay.
Just hold on, Mike, please.
Okay.
I believe that specifically in Canada, they will immigrate enough people that they are now the majority rule in an election, and then they will elect people that say, okay, it's going to go back to 1977. We're putting the gays in mental institutions and giving them electroshock therapy or unaliving them because that's the cure for homosexuality. That's what I truly believe is going to happen. And people like this going on the internet saying these types of things, I believe that he would go along with the people who are saying that, because he'd be like, yeah, they're a bad thing, but he doesn't realize they're going to come for him or his daughter or something else next, but he doesn't care. He's just filled with so much imbecile nonsense.
You don't have
he
to believe it.
will allow these horrible atrocities. He will
you don't
allow
have to
these.
believe it. You
will
can
allow these
honestly know it. I'll tell you, I agree with those people.
Right. See, so this is the problem, right? And then so if I was in a public place and he said these things and I took his life, you guys would all say that I went too far. But he will outright say it right to your face. And then you say I went too far. Then you say I went too far. Like tomorrow, if I find this guy and I do my 10th man stuff, right? Like I've done to other people, and then I completely mess with them, right? You guys are going to say I went too far. Dusty might not let me on his show no more.
Thanks,
but
Chuck.
I actually have evil people out here in the world wanting me to no longer exist. And then if I do my 10th man stuff, I'm the bad guy. People go, ooh, I have to protect my community from you. Because I'm still banned from that show as far as I'm aware, right? But it's perfectly okay for them to do what they're doing. And then when I do what I do, I'm the bad guy.
Hold on.
And that's why I see all of you. I mean, I really do love all of you guys, except for this guy, right? Sasquatch, Chuck, Mike.
Such complete bullshit.
I love you guys. I really do.
And you come right back weeks later, right? Like
I love you guys. I really do. But do you guys read where I'm coming from?
Yes, we understand your victim card. We got it.
Mike, Mike. You and I have had discussions. I've told you why I am the way that I am, right? But do you want me to just break it out right now? Because I will.
Yeah, I understand you, obviously. And we have an understanding with each other.
I understand, but then why would you ask me to stop?
I'm not asking you to do.
But you have.
You mean your supposed friends would care whether you went to prison or not? What the fuck?
No. So 10th, for instance, like don't waste your energy with this guy, Josh.
You got to take the battles as they come, Mike.
I know, but at the end of the day, it is not going to get you any results because you wasting your time. Get it? Like this, Josh is it's just another Josh, right? You know, get it?
You're not getting it.
Well, so
true.
I mean, okay, call me stupid. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I haven't seen him for quite some time. He's been really absent.
But it's not about him specifically, Mike.
Okay, so
it's about people like. All right, listen. I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll do it, and I'll fucking blow this shit up right now. I will. You ready? Because I'll go start making a coffee, and then we'll lay the cards out.
I'm not sure how far down that road I'd want to go, man. I've seen you. You once board bombed yourself like 3 times in a row.
Right.
I got no trust for that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when I do things that are malicious, so this is what it comes down to: is it's not about Josh, it's not about any one specific person. It's about the general situation. Okay. So we all remember the 3-day war that turned into a 3-week war because somebody tried to say, well, let's not pull any punches, because Orthodox guy came on my show and lied and made up statistics and said that the majority of touching kids happens by gay dudes. Well, that's been disproven. No, and he has never come with the facts. He has said that he has the facts in his head, but he won't provide any citations whatsoever because he thinks this is funny, right? And then the truth is that most of it is with straight dudes and little girls. That's where most of that stuff's happening. And then he outright said to me on my show, you know, sometimes I think that you are part of that 80% because of the way that you talk about this stuff. So he literally said that sometimes he thinks that I am a pedophile to me on my.
Your connection just blinked out there, bro. It was a real good head of steam, though. You really had a good.
Hey, so
Hold on.
Just let it.
You got $100?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Chuck,
There
don't worry.
was
I promise, Chuck. Dude, don't worry. So I will not.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, it's glitching in and out real bad. That's why they started talking. Just give it a second.
Yeah, but can you hear me now? Okay, now.
I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, you're fine, Mike. You're fine. So what was the last thing you heard?
Chuck,
Sasquatch.
Dude.
80% of the world comes from a pedophile.
I got you, Mike. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So this is my point. Is
by the way,
then I got banned from that show because he said he had to protect all of you guys, right? And we're not even going to talk about what anybody else did. We're just talking about the situation. I'm going to leave all that other stuff out, even though I still have it all in my head. And then when I went ballistic and completely destroyed that guy, and then, as far as I'm concerned, used my witch magic further to that to cause horrible things to happen in their life. And then people asked me to stop. People stopped coming to my show. People wanted nothing to do with me because somehow my response was out of line. But all you guys still talk to him like he's a regular human being. But he's not.
Why don't you go settle your shit with Ortho?
No, because I'm settling my shit with the people who support that motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing it right now. He is the exact same as you. And then I got to come on the internet because I like Dusty. And I got to associate with people that support monsters.
So?
Do you get to make that determination for other people?
Yep.
Correct me
Yes,
if I'm
I
wrong.
do.
Aren't we all associating willingly? And is this not like an open free market of ideas as far as that goes?
Pretty much. I'm on a panel with a gay dude, right? And
Sure.
I absolutely dislike gay dudes, right? So, yes,
Okay.
yes, I'm willingly doing it. Yes, we're
So does
associating.
anybody on this panel right now like me at all?
I kind of want to cuddle with you a little bit. I think we
No,
would
I
make-
mean like to associate with me on panels. Do you like me being on panels?
I like the angst and the oppositional nature of your personality. It makes for great conversations.
What's the opposition on nature? What's that mean?
Your oppositional nature. Your willingness to take on the opposite of a discussion, right?
Okay.
If there's a discussion taking place and there's 2 or 3 or 4 different sides and you've got the 3 easy ones that are being done, you're perfectly willing to walk in, strap on the shit boots and jump right in and go, and y'all forgot about the bad part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody wants to wear rose-colored glasses when they're looking over all of this shit. And in reality, we're all trash. Every single one of us has a negative streak a mile wide that we paint over watch every chance we get.
Yeah. So all I'm trying to say is, so then the second question is that do you want me to like you and want to be on panels with you?
I can't control that. I have
no. That's not the discussion. Would you prefer that?
I mean, would I rather have you as a friend than an enemy? Yes.
Right.
Can I determine how you're going to take what my opinions are? You may be on my very next statement, and I have no control over that. And I don't want
that's all I'm trying to say is, and I'm not saying you've done any of the things that I'm saying. You've always been respectful other than throwing shots, but we all do that. But I don't throw. So that's what this means is. So I'm willing to take the beatings, right? I'm willing for people to punch at me once in a while, say a couple things, joke around, even if it does hurt right then, right?
Yeah.
But I won't do the same thing to most of you.
10th,
right? I do not throw the same shots back as I get, right? And the only reason is because you guys are going to react more negatively towards it than I'm going to. I'd rather take that punch.
So like 10th, you know, like I always bother you, right? Like I always like send you messages, throw curveballs at you, but you know, you always knew that it was out of love, right? Like you and I, you know that. Like I still don't think you're getting it. No. We're not talking about you guys, how you interact with me. We're talking about the situation in general. So when Wilson's cunt wife, trans wife, ran her mouth in Tomatoes chat, I lost my mind. Then I lost my mind on Ryan, 2 opposing sides, a couple weeks later, and got booted. Right? Then I did Ortho Grandma or Ortho Todd Ma on Dusty's. Dusty got mad, right? But he didn't understand the context of the situation. We've already discussed that further since then, right? And then after that, I pulled back. And then when Dusty was like, "You're taking all these L's, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Well, you told me to be nice." And then a couple of days ago, he said, "You can't keep on blaming me for this stuff. I didn't tell you to be nice." And then I said, "Well, Ortho tired, Ma." And he goes, "Well, I didn't understand the context of that." And I'm like, "All right, gloves are off. Fine then. That's fine." But just see, this is my point: is people expect me to have restraint against people who literally wanted life.
By restraint, you do mean like basically I won't say shit to like.
No, bro. This is what I'm saying: is I am the guy who invented putting up flyers around people's house with their criminal records and the fucking records of their company and shit like that, and destroying their lives. I invent new ways that are legal to destroy people. And if I do something like that to you and you end up getting unalived, or some type of horrible fucking shit, unintended consequence, people are going to say, I went too far. But I don't think I went far enough. I think that your entire lineage should be eradicated from the earth to give a message to everybody else. If they act like you, same thing's going to happen to them. That's what I think.
Yeah. You would just be opposing the majority of society throughout.
Josh,
you would just be opposing. Hold on, let me address you.
No, in other words, no, it's not doxing. No, it's not.
Like, I don't give a shit about being doxed.
No, it's not doxing. It's not doxing. Putting up flyers around your house with your public records is not doxing.
Well, first of all, if you got close enough to my house to hang it,
I don't have to do it. I pay someone else to do it. I pay a company to do it.
That
Put flyers
person
up.
would generally get shot, right?
That's see, and then you guys want me to have restraint. This guy's saying that if a person legally puts up flyers on lampposts around his house, he'll shoot them, but you guys want me to have restraint. You guys are adorable. You guys are fucking adorable.
You would violate a whole mess load of specific
laws
within the U.S. to be able to get to my house. I don't have a public...
Just put them out on the street near your house, dude. That's all you need to do.
Oh, okay. In that case, I don't really have neighbors, so that wouldn't be doing anything.
All around your town, everywhere.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Like, they don't give a shit.
Follow you around, like Andrew used to do, like not now, maybe later used to do, and get people to just follow you around when you go to Walmart and live stream you. Follow you around when you go get milk at the corner store, and make your life a never-ending nightmare. And if I do that
wouldn't
shit,
bother me, except for our town runs gay people out. We don't actually allow gay people to live in the town. At least if we know that they're gay. What are you talking about? I'm around my people. You're gonna you're
his town doesn't allow gays. His
I'm
town.
amongst the people.
Let's just pretend what he's saying is true, and you guys want me to have restraint. Adorable.
You're basically saying
All
I
our
want you.
request is we keep it inside terms of service. Beyond that, we're good.
And your old complaint is me in Canada, and I'm speaking for you, right? Want to be able to park my dick wherever the hell I want, right? And I should be able to do it in your town, and you should allow me, right? The answer is no. You keep your debauchery in your own town. We don't care for it.
So what specifically, if let's just say I wasn't a poor dude, right? Like, let's just pretend I wasn't poor. And if I bought a house in your town, just pretended I was single, right? And bought a house. And then me and my husband move in the next day. What name just anything that you might want to do to try to make it uncomfortable for me?
We'd absolutely find some way to jack up your house.
Name just one way.
So fucking high that it'd be almost impossible to live there and pay the tax.
See, and you're just lucky I have no money, because I would do it specifically, and I would live stream the whole fucking thing.
You can have at it, right? Like we'd have no problem. There's no secret in my town, right? So like a sundown town.
But what you're not understanding is I would welcome that
for gay people. Think of it like that.
Let's exercise this. Let's game theory this. Here's what I would do, Tim. I would go and get one of those bug lights with the mosquito attractors in it, and I would put the mosquito attractors in your windowsill and in your truck. And then I wouldn't say a word about it. I'd just giggle about all the spots.
Damn, I was going for a more permanent solution, right? I'm going after the property taxes so they can ultimately burn the house down, because you'd have to destroy the houses. You'd have to destroy the building itself to get the taxes to go back down.
See, that actually falls under the purview of hate. I mean, that's like one of those.
Yes, it's
and you guys want me to have restraint.
Only as far as terms of service are concerned, bro. Like,
no, that's you're not understanding. What happened?
I'm not going down that street, bro.
Right, and as far as I'm concerned, I use my witch magic for that.
Oh wait, is the accusation that you burnt? You burnt
Imperious already took credit.
Is that what the claim is? Because that's news to me.
I'm talking about everything from day one until now. As far as I'm concerned, I caused all of that.
I know.
So now, if I go in even harder now because I see a weakness, I'm the bad guy, right?
But aren't you trying to be the bad guy?
No.
He sounds
trying to be the guy who comes up on Dusty's show and makes jokes. That's all I want to do. And then I tried to have a show where I was relaxed, right? And we were just all chilling. And then a person like this wanted to take it to the mats. And then when I really went fucking hard, and OG was sitting there screaming the F word and making him look horrible with the things that he was doing, I had half a dozen people asking me to stop it. People who've known me for 6 years and have seen me do worse stuff were going, 10th, you got to stop. Jason Gadet, exiled, all kinds of people.
Are you
right?
Are you crying because your friends happen to like Ortho?
Nope.
Is that what the deal is? Then what's the complaint here? What does it matter?
It's
What does it
them
matter
asking
that
me to be
Ortho doesn't
restrained
like
is the problem.
Yeah, restraint from what? What does that mean, restrained, right? Like you're going to say some mean thing to him? Who gives a shit about anybody's feelings here?
See, this guy doesn't understand. He really doesn't. And this is why our society is falling into complete and utter anarchy, because I will invent ways. That's what you don't understand. Like Ortho turd ma. And then everybody has a problem with it.
You're a big meanie on the internet. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
no, I'm willing to take it off the internet, dummy.
Okay, well, for me,
that's
you'd
the
have
problem.
to come to the other side of the planet. For
I
Ortho,
don't
you
have to.
actually travel that
No,
way.
no one has to do anything to go anywhere else.
Okay. You want to hire a third party? That's real.
This guy doesn't get it. He don't get it. He don't get it. I wish. No, it's fine, Mike. But now you understand, Mike, when we talk offline and I lose my mind and tell you the things that I want to do, and you go, yeah, I know you shouldn't do that stuff. This is why I get angry.
It's true that
Nobody's stopping you.
You should do those things, bro. Like,
nobody's stopping you from saying what you want to do.
If it's a possibility to basically give the opportunity to speak. So, for instance, when I talked to 10th, 10th, the first thing that I remember, like, and you know this, Sash, you know, when I went to basically streaming, and my dad's information was revealed, and 10th was the one that told me. It's like, dude, like, and then like Sasquatch came in to assist me and basically help me. I knew that 10th is not a bad person. I fell in love, no gay shit. I fell in love with 10th because I know 10th is not a bad person.
I need some love music.
I'm sorry?
I need some baby making music for things like this. I'm just completely out of sync. I don't do this type of stuff on my channel, you know. I got a totally different kind of motif over here.
You know, like for instance, Sasquatch, for instance, I have love for Sasquatch. And basically, but 10th and I, like, I'm not one of the, I'm very, like, you know, like, I'm very observing. I was very observing unto the very people. 10th has a lot of great things. Unfortunately, a lot of people disregard those things. 10th is.
Do you guys understand that I have a legal issue that I have to deal with tomorrow? Where one of the accusations against me is that I had refused to use people's pronouns.
10th, before you say these things, if I may, if it's possible. 10th is an amazing person, and he's dude, like, he's very intelligent. He's been doing this fucking shit with the streaming for 7 years. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they just blinded by that because they take things really too far apart. And I was able to basically see a good side of 10th. And 10th has basically, me and 10th, we had conversations for hours, many hours. And if people could actually like see the good side of this guy, like it's not necessarily saying to you guys that you have to, you know, but the factor is that he's a good person, and I was able to see that. That's the thing. I don't want to say. I know.
Are you trying to convince us that he's a good person? Is that ultimately like what your goal is?
No. I'm not trying to convince you. Convincing you.
Us as in everybody that's watching.
I mean, Josh, for instance, I talked to you personally. If
I'm not a nice guy, I don't lay claim to it.
No, you're not a nice guy. But well, I think you're a nice guy. But I mean, obviously, you're full of shit. I could say that. There you go.
Obviously, huh?
Yeah, sir. I could say that.
Yeah, right. you think it just
Josh,
like you claim the common sense. Yeah, I got.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Is tomorrow
your idea of trying to convince people that somebody is good or not probably isn't really your job.
But like, here's the thing, right? If I were to say, if Josh has to say, if Josh is a good person to talk to, is yes. But is he like a double agent? I'm like, no, he's a full of shit. And there you go. There you go. And
like
by
I said,
the way,
for the right type of money, I will show you my diplomatic passport. Well, at least a cover of it.
Anything. You don't have to.
Well, for the right type of money, I will humiliate you with it.
I offered you $2,000, and you
sure pay. You know what? Send $3,000 to Sasquatch, right? And I will cam up and show my diplomatic passport instantly.
You don't have anything. You don't have anything, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if you want to see it, throw the money at Sasquatch, and that'll damn sure happen. I'll be obligated.
Definitely accept the money. I have no shame on that point.
For $3,000, I will absolutely show my fucking diplomatic passport.
A lot of people that I've spoken to have told me that you are probably a meth head. And then they show me pictures of you.
Yeah.
You're like in a grandma's basement.
I cam up.
I'm not going to
First of all, that isn't my grandma's basement. That's my basement, you asshole. And no, I've been on camera.
Fuck, man?
I've been on camera several times.
Agent. I don't know, man.
That is my house.
Well, I don't have a basement.
Yeah, like I said, you want proof.
If you want proof, bro.
If you want proof, I'm gonna say it the same as anybody else. Pay for it.
Josh. How the fuck is it that I live better than you?
If you want evidence, pay for it.
That's not possible.
If you want evidence, pay for it. If you want an apartment doesn't prove anything. If you want evidence, pay for it. It's that simple.
Dude.
Like all you're doing is giving him the attention that he craves. That's why he does the things that he does.
Delicious chaos. Mike. We've had this conversation.
I mean, we had this conversation already. So
yeah, we have.
It's just chaos.
And everybody wants to talk shit, but nobody ever wants to pay for it. It's real simple.
Dude, I just...
He loves
for it. Confronted you. I offered $2,000 cash.
Send 2,000.
You're giving him what he wants, Mike.
Send 2,000 to Sasquatch, and I will cam up and show my diplomatic passport. That's easy.
I get 50%.
For the diplomatic, that we're doing that behind the paywall.
I think the Sasquatch live better than you.
I do. That's normal.
You basically live. You. Someone told me, and it basically, and they showed me pictures of you. I promise that person I'm not gonna mention.
Mike, I'm getting more crotch than a bicycle seat. What are you talking about? I do look good.
I'm married. I'm not getting any fucking crotch. I don't know what the hell we're talking about.
You're sexy ass. No homo. But you know what? Like Sasquatch is, thank you for basically having us as Sash. Chuck, I'm gonna take care of you. I have to take care of Chuck. Chuck, because otherwise, who's going to take care of Chuck? I'm going to have to take care of Chuck.
Hey, Chuck. It's okay, bud. If it all goes downhill and your mountain of money and Play-Doh girls and your pond and what was it, 7 acres?
Guys,
it's okay, bro. You can come hang out with me.
You have to. You guys have to come to my birthday.
It'll be great.
It's going to be on the 23rd for the Dusty, and then basically it's on me with the Gifted.
You got me, bud. I'm there.
And then, Chuck, I'm going to send you the 100 with the interest. More importantly,
I know you're good for it, Mike. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it.
I know, man.
Thank you, sir.
You're good.
You, so Chuck knows.
So what I was trying to say is I have to go and deal with a legal thing tomorrow.
10th, you're going to be there, right? Promise me.
It depends on how tomorrow goes, probably.
Come on, you're going to be there.
Where one of the accusations against me is that I discussed with somebody else that I had a problem with using people's pronouns. And then I told them about how I'm a non-binary, transgender, blah, 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 ghost, and all that stuff, right? And so tomorrow I have to go and so it wasn't even that I refused to use somebody's pronouns to them. It's that I had a discussion hypothetically with somebody else where I said that I had a problem with using people's pronouns. So no one was actually, so I have to go deal where that's one of the accusations against me tomorrow for a legal thing. You understand that? So I have to fight that fight. No, dude, no one's talking to you. I have to fight that fight, right? Where I'm a gay dude who's being attacked by my own LGBTQ people, right? At the same time as I got guys like Andrew Wilson and other people like this imbecile that's up here now. I had to fight them that want literally me not to be alive. And then the people who say, oh yeah, you're my friend, 10th, they want me to fight fair. They want me to fight fair when I have zero allies. Because you guys are all great to hang out with you on the internet. But if tomorrow I went to prison because I didn't use somebody's pronouns, none of you guys would give a fuck.
Wow. That would
none
be
of you
karma.
guys would give a fuck.
That would absolutely be karma that the LGBT laws that came about turned around and went after somebody in the LGBT community.
He gets to say, I got what I deserve. You guys get to have him on your panel. Well, I sit in jail.
Funny, to be honest
and then while I'm still out of jail, you guys want me to fight fair. Well, these people literally want to take my life.
Does Canada still throw people in jail, or they just give you a bunch of fines?
That's not what we're talking about.
Okay. So are they going to throw you in a cage tomorrow, or are they just going to give you fines?
That's not what we're talking about.
Oh, got it. I just want to know what kind of victim you're going to be.
See? Doesn't understand the punishment's the process, doesn't care. Probably knows that the punishment's the process, still doesn't care. As long as he gets to come on the internet and say horrible things about other people, it's fine.
So I have to say something to you guys. Like, when you come to Thailand, please, absolutely don't ask for drugs. This country,
okay,
they fucking punish you, and while they slap you on the wrist, they really fucking punish you. I'm talking about yeah.
Don't vacation in Thailand and Cambodia. Wait till next year. Let this shit calm down.
He's already there.
I'm already here. What the fuck are you talking?
Yeah, your flights are now going to, or the flight prices are going to increase. There's going to be all kinds of weird shit that happens.
What are you talking about? Flight prices? I came first class.
They're going.
I am. I'm not a double agent, but I sure make more money than you do.
Hey, Mike. Instead of having a party in New York, let's do it on your yacht. Let's just do that.
I wish I could have. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, I could care less. Nobody gives a fuck about what I'm saying. So now we'll talk about something that
I'm
somebody
sorry,
actually cares
Tim.
about.
I didn't mean it.
No, it's fine. So I'm like, what's this thing that I'm invited to on the 23rd? Is this on
He's having a
Dusty's
party
panel or something?
Birthday. I think it's his birthday, right?
Yeah, it's my birthday. I just wanted to do something.
It's a Dusty show, is it?
We're just doing it.
Yeah.
Dusty's, yeah. I don't know what time exactly. None of that's been hammered out.
Yeah, text me.
Yeah.
Text me.
Yeah, I wanted to do something nice for everybody. Like, so
Warning. Last year, when it rolled around to December 22nd, from dawn of the 22nd until I passed out on the 27th, there was disaster after disaster after disaster taking place. Like I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off because I was the only person that hadn't agreed to go to all these things, and then everybody's shit broke, and I ended up driving back and forth across the county carrying people back and forth from broke down cars. One of which was mine, by the way, but it wasn't the vehicle I was driving. It was someone else was driving my vehicle, and it also broke down. So like it was an absolute freaking
I remember that.
It was crazy. I'd come in, sit down, like pop up for about 10 seconds and get another text. Be like, damn, I'll be back.
Oh, you were around, Chuck? You were there.
Yeah, I remember when all that crazy, he was having to go fetch cars right and left. And then, like he said, he lent somebody his and had to go fetch it.
Yeah. Yeah. I spent probably fucking, I don't know, $1,000 towing cars that day. And that's not counting the ones that people got done themselves. However, it happened.
Yeah, and so let me get this straight. Like I know that 10th and Sasquatch known each other for 6 years, and Chuck.
No, Sasquatch knew me. I didn't know him.
I used to pop in on his live streams back when they were basically. You couldn't imagine. You couldn't imagine the cesspit that happened back then, because that was before all the terms of service. That was before all of the cancellation culture and all of that stuff. And so like it was some really fly by night, seat of the pants type of stuff, kind of stuff that today would literally get you charged in court. And
what are you talking about? My panels ended up in court twice.
I'm just saying, dude. I mean, literally.
Yeah, so this is the thing, is I don't really care anymore. Like literally my fallback is 20 feet of rope, right? So I don't care anymore. Like I try to be nice when I come on panels and make people laugh and joke around, right? But you guys all need to understand that, like, I'm done, right? Like I don't want to be alive on this planet anymore.
Oh, come on, man.
As far as I'm concerned, all of you, and I love you guys, I do, but you're all the same as this Josh guy.
Are you coming from my birthday?
Yes.
Like,
yes, I will.
That is definitely a false equivalency there, sir.
If you associate with this person and treat them with respect, then you're tolerating what they're doing.
All right.
If you allow people from the Middle East,
an arbiter of morality,
if you allow people into a country, whether it's America or England, that believe that gay people should be unalived, then all the people of that country that do not stand against it agree with that as well.
Maybe
and then they need to be disposed of.
Traditional Christianity is anti
I'm actually,
homosexuality.
but in actual, I'm asking 10th in terms of like you coming to my birthday.
Yes, I will be on the show if possible.
Yeah. That, and then the rest, Eastern, I don't even know. I got lost. You know, and then for instance, 10th, and then Sasquatch. You know, I have a lot of love for you too. Chucky, for instance, Chuck. Oh, dude, Chuck is one of the people that I would like. Chuck, you know, and he delivers for me, and then I send them with interest. He knows that because he knows that.
I like interest.
Chuck is not working for me. It's like, I got you, Mike, and Chuck, dude, like Chuck is a very amazing person. You know what? Like, you guys are very amazing. 10th,
I want to go fishing with Chuck. Ever
Yeah,
tell you how
but-
much I hate fishing?
10th is a very, very fucking amazing person. Sorry, Josh. I don't know you. I don't know. But 10th, I do know. 10th and I, we spend so many
Who
fucking hours.
knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Josh knows.
You know, and so like it's been a very fucking.
How low will he go?
The
Right.
years is about to end. You motherfucker. You know what, you guys? We're gonna get older. We're gonna die together. That's one of the fucking street.
Thanks,
fucking
Mike.
You know what I mean? And so
True.
the very privilege is this: you enjoy as much as you can, have fun, enjoy, and that's
Absolutely. I'm not a big fan on your classical hedonism, right? I don't do the whole drink. Well, I do all of these things. I just don't generally do them together. Too much drink, too much sex, too much food, that kind of thing.
it. Yeah, but it could be very dangerous.
I firmly believe in the concept of everything in moderation, including
Everything is
moderation.
moderation. Yeah, that's true.
And so when I became an addict, it kind of screwed that whole concept up, because addiction doesn't really permit moderation. Like, it is the
Correct.
antithesis, right? So
Is it just me that often thinks about would cyanide hurt? Is it just
It
me that
does.
thinks about that?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. See, I'm
it's
trying
like
to think of something
having-
that wouldn't.
it's like having we're not going down that particular road, because that leads
Yeah.
to blockings and stuff. Like I said, TOS.
Yeah, I'm
right?
sorry.
But
Yep.
so like for instance, so Sasquatch, right? Like I've had like even 10th know this. I have a like intense like I go I'll have so many champagne, and the next day my body's like fuck you, like, and then I'm like, okay, I need to relax. I don't know how is it that. What I'm trying to say is that even me, like, I have to like pace myself, like, because I only have one body. I don't know how dudes can actually like continue on and just. I mean, myself, I could, and I get like I get like fucking heavy anxiety and like fucking intensity, and I'm like, okay, no, drinking today, and I just drink water. I'm just like trying to like drink, like fucking kiwi juice. I anticipate. I just don't know how is it that even the dude that I remember, and he died, and
Thanks, Mike.
say that, like he died, like, and he would.
I'm sorry, Mike. No, Mike. I'm sorry. That had nothing to do with your friend dying. It's just that.
No, it's just like,
It's like left turn. I have
how the
this
fuck are
friend I
you,
knew,
no,
and then
dude?
he died.
No, but I don't
didn't see it
understand.
coming.
No, you're absolutely correct on that. Like, how the fuck you do that shit? Like the dude, and he was better looking than I am, and he was better built than I am. And it was like he called him Venom, and he remember Sovietsky, and he would have the bottle of water. It's not water, it's fucking vodka, and vodka, and it's like,
I did
how
that
the
through
fuck
most
you
of high
do
school.
that shit?
Use Sprite.
And it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like in the morning, and obviously he died, and his eyes turned yellow. I'm not strong enough for that. I don't know. I'm not. I listen to my body, dude. If I fucking drink heavily the next day, I'm like, oh fuck.
I'm gonna
Like,
propose something to you, bud. And I don't understand why this is, but it seems to hold water. And tell me if anybody else has ever experienced anything like this. I drink, and when I do, I tend to drink to excess. And so there should be a hangover period the next morning, right? I don't have hangovers like that. My wife gets them.
Okay.
It sounds absurd. I know it sounds absurd, but I will get shit-faced drunk. Take me a little 2-3 hour nap, wake up, eat me some grits, some bacon, some sausage, some ham, some freaking biscuits and gravy, and I'll lay down a big old smorgasbord of Sasquatch feedings, and I'll feel fine. And everyone else in my house will get up all groggy and headachy and sour stomach and all of that. And I'm over here like boingy, 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 like a little fucking fresh, what do they call it, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. That's literally me after a pint. And it makes no sense. People hate me for it. They hate me. But then again, here's another thing. I don't sleep so long that I'm dehydrated, right? So I'll sleep until I feel better, I guess. And then I'll wake up and get something to drink, get drunk again for a minute. After that, it's Jiffy Lube.
Yeah, definitely. It's just let's just say that if I one time I did over heavily, it was extreme. But like if I drink cognac, it all depends. But
some cognacs are very good.
The cognac, especially very refined, like Louis XV, for instance.
I have no idea what this stuff was. I've been shooting shots my whole fucking life, and I had a guy ask me, he's like, "Have you ever tried?" And he named it, but I wasn't paying any attention. It didn't mean anything to me when he said it, so I can't remember what he said. And I was like, "Nah, man." And he poured me like this, like about a half shot glass, and he's like, "Here, try this." And I went, "What the hell?" I was like, "Bip." The rest of the night, dude, I'd been drinking rum, and sometimes rum can get a kind of skunky, kind of air blown taste. I don't know how to explain it. It's like wet gas or something. I don't know. It's like there's water in it. And I after that shot, it tasted like honey the rest of the night. I have no idea what was in that shot, and I've wondered ever since.
And let me ask you a question, Sash. Like the next day, how do you wake up? I'm talking about refined cognac.
Oh no, I've never drank enough to get soused. I was drinking rum, and I drink rum because it doesn't hurt me. If I drink Jack Daniels, I get massive freaking headache. If I drink pretty much any type of bourbon, I'll get a massive headache. If I drink Canadian whiskey, like I will barf before I pass out. That's inevitable.
So for instance, if I were to consume like you guys never had Louis XV. Dude, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Cognac's just this side of freaking perfume when it comes down to what cognac does as far as in the alcohol world. Most people don't drink a bottle of cognac. Most people use a little cognac to flavor something else.
Yes.
Right. So the simple idea, that's like trying to sit down to some 99 bananas. That's just crazy. You ever had 99 bananas?
I had 99 bananas.
Dude. You'll love this one. When I was about 22, 23, I lived in this trailer. It's the one where the old Alzheimer's dude would show up and make eggs in the middle of the night. So 2 trailers in front. The trailer right next to me was unoccupied, and the next trailer over, there was these, like, I don't know who actually lived in the trailer. I know the old black guy lived in the trailer, but all those youngins, I have no idea how many of them were actually associated like with him. There was just 30 dozen kids running around in this dude's yard all the time. It was just weird. And as I understand it, he was a trucker, so he wasn't even around most of the time. So I figure he had a son and all his friends hung out over there because daddy's always gone, something like that. So there was like a freaking robbery or something for the company I worked for, and they called work off for everybody. And so I ended up with like a random Wednesday that I'm sitting at home with my feet propped up, shooting shots of rum, and my TV's on the fritz, and so it only turns on every couple of hours. I can watch for like 45 minutes, and then auto timer turns it off, and it won't turn on for 2 hours. Some kind of parental feature gone horribly haywire. So I'm watching out the window for 2 hours, these kids running around acting a fool, which I can't see them. All I can see is like a corner of it. So there's like 20 kids. They're like playing soccer and basketball and shit like that. But I overhear this conversation. A couple of about 3 of the guys came over and they sat down on my AC, which was literally right under the window I was looking out of. waiting for my TV to come back on. I overhear this conversation of, hey, what do y'all want to get drunk tonight? Like, yeah, I'll get drunk. I don't know, man. I've got school tomorrow. Yeah. What are we going to drink? Well, I've got a fifth of 99 bananas. And I'm like, who the fuck has a fifth of 99 bananas? What in the world? Why would anyone have a fifth of 99 bananas that's not operating a bar?
What's 99 bananas?
It's you know that artificial. It's liquor. It's liqueur, I guess.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So,
I'm with you now.
It's used to flavor other drinks like pina coladas and stuff. It's kind of a tropical kind of thing. It tastes exactly like a banana.
Yeah, like Drambuie or something. Yeah,
yeah, but like times 10. It's well named. 99 bananas.
Exactly. And it fucks you up too.
Yeah, and here's the most amazing thing: the next morning when you poop, it smells like bananas.
Yeah. You know,
yeah, you was talking about my pond a while ago, Sasquatch. I've lived here for 5 years, got 6 brand new fishing poles, and I've never once fished it. I let everybody else fish it.
I keep hearing you say that. I literally want to like show up, drag your ass out there in a boat, and then sit there and try our best not to catch fish. We're going to do all the things your daddy told you not to do when you were fishing.
So,
right?
Sash,
Stomp on the boat. We're going to yell. We're going to scream. We're going to tell bad jokes and not hold our mouths right.
so like Sash, for instance, like a nice. Well, obviously, if it's not in excessive. But if it's in moderation, like if you're drinking, like let's say the cognac that I mentioned, and also or really a champagne that I mentioned, I like for the Veuve Clinique. If in moderation, the next day you don't fucking feel fucked up. It just makes you feel like. Yeah, sure, you get slightly headache. Obviously, if you drink it in excessive.
Let me ask you this, Mike. What was the worst drink you ever had? What was the absolute worst? And I don't mean worst as in it tasted bad. I mean, when you woke up the next morning, you swore you'd never do it again, and you actually never did it again.
Tequila.
Yeah, it was a fucking cheap tequila. It was a horrible tequila, and I thought I was gonna die. And
Mad Dog 2020.
All right, so
and I hired someone to give me an IV.
Check it out.
$500.
So, my first experience of Mad Dog 2020 was on the tail end of a tequila bender, where I'd been drinking Two Fingers for like 3 days. It was bad, dude. And I you know how you get after you've been drinking for a few days and your stomach's all sour and you can't really eat anything because nothing would digest anyway, because you don't have stomach acid in your stomach anymore. It's just liquor. And so I was starving, dude. I was so fucking hungry, and I stopped drinking, and about time that early onset headache started kicking in, I decided I needed something to kind of take the edge off. And usually at this point, what I do is I shotgun a beer and barf it up immediately, and then I can drink water. I didn't have any beers.
Makes sense.
Cokes. I freaking. But in the refrigerator, there was this like pint of Mad Dog 2020, and I was like, I don't like wine, but. So I slugged a bit of that stuff down, and it went down. It tasted pretty good. It made me feel better. Made my stomach settle. I don't know why. Just suddenly felt better. Drank another good slug of it. Got about, and the entire party broke up. It was like the French guys didn't get along with the Mexicans, and they all had to go, bro. Like I was literally sitting straight upright watching TV and projectile vomited straight at the screen. I never knew it was even going to happen. It was just like, rah. From there until I got out of the hospital,
Shit.
It's like a flip book. Like I can't remember much of nothing about it. Just things happened and then other things happened. I'm not exactly certain when I got took to the hospital. It was after many, many hours of unsatisfactory living.
Yeah.
And it's amazing when you get sick like that, you keep trying to figure out where the hell it's all coming from. Like, it's got to stop.
So I come from a long line of alcoholics, like a really long line back. We've been kicked out of every country for making moonshine since the dawn of time. If it wasn't moonshine, it was untaxed wine in every case. So
Tanth, are you
I
still
was
with us?
raised in a culture of heavy drinking. And so when you wake up in the morning and you've been drinking all night, first of all, before all of that started, you got to stay hydrated. This is a marathon, not a sprint, bro. Like we're here for a long time, not a good time. We're getting drunk. We're drinking. We're not getting drunk, right? So you build into the structure of your life the bare minimum necessary to remain functional and above water. And a lot of people get sucked down into that because they think they're living and they're barely even surviving because they spend most of their time inebriated to the gills and never actually interacting with anything in their life. A functional alcoholic also goes straight along line with functional addict.
So, Sasquatch, I'm going to share something with you. You know, like so basically VU Clinique, when I have VU Clinique and I have like a woman next to me and I make love to her, it takes a lot longer for me to come.
When you're drunk or when you're sober?
When I'm drunk.
When you're sober, are you even interested?
When I'm sober, it's a little bit different, but it's just like, and it takes a lot longer. And I'm actually, and then she's actually drunk as well. And well, not necessarily drunk to the point of.
Did you say he's drunk? You're crazy, Mike.
Who knows, right? It could be he.
Look, you know my opinion. It doesn't matter at 2 a.m. at a bus station bathroom.
But like my women, like the type of women that I fuck around with, basically like we drink. I try to not like drink to the past or no return. That's not me. Like for instance, no disrespect to anyone or even Baba. I'm not like sitting in a fucking table and having like.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. You okay?
What was that between you and Baba, Bo? What happened?
Oh no, I don't know. Like
I overheard some of that. Let me see if I can. Let me reduce it to a nutshell and see if I'm anywhere in the ballpark.
No,
he said something. He's in what, Cambodia?
He's in Cambodia. So all right. If we're gonna get into that, then I guess you're gonna shift into that. But
I'm just curious.
Before we shift gears, I just want to say that 10th Man has seen me drunk. And 10th Man can testify to that. And also 10th Man knows when it's time to work, it's time to work for me because I have to manage. I have a business to run. It's, I can't just show up intoxicated. So it's not like I have a bottle of Jameson and I'm like fucking shoving that shit. It doesn't work like that. Like sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I feel like having a beer. I tell 10th Man, you know what, 10th Man? You know what? I just want to have a beer. Maybe you could, we could talk while I'm having a beer. And 10th Man could testify to that. But
and then I get high as fuck. Yeah, go ahead.
So I get high.
It's not like I'm fucking getting a bottle of Jameson.
What's your favorite high euphemism? Mine.
Yeah. So there's a degree to everything. So
Get lifted.
Yeah.
Lifted. I like that.
It's just so, but so, and the other thing is that when I found out with Baba, and he mentioned that his liver is damaged. I was really feeling bad for the dude. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the factor is that he has to take pills for it, and he's drinking. And then Dusty was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's like,
that's cirrhosis of the liver or pancreatitis.
Right. I don't think I've ever seen Baba even remotely sober.
No, he's not sober. He's never been sober, unfortunately. And I'm not saying to you guys that I'm not like that's.
I feel bad for that guy too because he talks a lot. When he was on a show a couple days ago, he said something that I talked to somebody about offline, and I'm like, "Don't you dare use this!" And they go, "I didn't hear him say that." And I'm like, "I did." So I'm just waiting until I run into him again, and he's running his mouth. I'm not telling you guys what it is now, but he said something that's going to make me be able to completely final victory him. And, that's why I say all these people on the internet that want to run their mouth, you don't understand that I'm actually listening to what you're saying. So you're giving me the ammo I need to destroy you.
Don't you run your mouth too on the internet?
I welcome it. Right? When my own former co-host used my Admiral Akbar tactic against me because he got in his feels, I didn't get mad about it. You understand? When someone attacks me, I welcome it. But then when I attack other people, I'm told to be restrained. Right? So that's all I'm saying, Josh, is same thing as I told a lot of people.
So
your best bet is to leave the internet, or if you see me, take off, because every word you say is being recorded, and I'm just sitting here waiting until the opportune time. Like when you're when your alleged mother was in chat 6-8 months ago, I had to restrain myself because I knew Dusty would be mad if I went in on your mother in chat and said, "I am so glad that your son is dead. I wonder if you're a piece of trash like him." Right? But I didn't do it out of respect for Dusty. And then after the fact, I said, I really wanted to go in. And Dusty says,
I can answer that.
I'm talking,
yes,
imbecile. I'm talking. The king is talking. You shut your dumb bitch mouth. Shut your dumb. You can ask as soon as I'm done. And Dusty said, Dusty said I did the right thing by restraining myself, even in reflection. Right? So this is the point: is
you should have.
It's just a matter of time, Josh. It's just a matter of time.
Okay.
Your clock is ticking. Do you understand that?
You're gonna curse out an elderly or an old lady?
I'm willing to go to jail to make an example of you. That's what I'm saying. I'm willing to lose my life to make an example of you or anybody like you. Do you understand that?
But you won't even do it in Canada, right? Like you'll
see.
Be like,
I do it. What are you talking about? I have to deal with it tomorrow. That's what I'm saying is people like you don't understand that people like me don't give a fuck.
You
understand that, Josh?
You're just sit around and cry about it.
Do you understand? Do you understand the words I'm saying? You're just going to hide from them.
About it.
No, it's not crying.
I understand you're going to cry about it. That's what
no, you will be the one crying in the end, Josh. That's what I'm telling you.
By all means, please come. I can't wait.
Everybody remember. Everybody remember right now that he just said that he wanted me to do something. Right? So in the future, no, all of you, mark this down in your calendar. If anybody from this day forward tells me to restrain myself, when I do, it doesn't matter if it happens a month from now, a year from now, 10 years, when I destroy this man, and anybody tells me to pull back, You're gone out of my life. I will never associate with you again. If I see you on a panel, I will attack you the same as if you are him. Remember this day. Remember this day.
Yeah, he said the same thing about Beth, right? But he was palling around 2 weeks later.
Never said any such thing about Beth, liar.
You
liar.
Did.
And that's why you need to be destroyed, because you're a piece of trash. Liar.
Yes, I was on the panel when you had your little beef with Beth. It was the same thing,
Show
right?
Like, clips and timestamps, liar. Show us the clip and timestamp, liar.
You want me to show? You want to pull up Beth's video? Is that what you want to do?
Show me the clip and timestamp of me saying negative things about Beth.
Well, the timestamp, you're going to have to find that. I'll give you the video.
No. You show me a clip and timestamp where I said negative things about Beth. Show it.
I'm sorry.
Show it, liar.
I don't work for queers. I don't work for
you're a liar. No, you're just a piece of shit liar is what you are.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm just telling you.
I remember.
If anybody asks me to restrain myself against him or his ilk, anybody like him in the future, you're out of my life. I will cut you off like a gangrenous limb, because I have sat back for almost 2 months waiting to see if anybody was going to do what I do, or even anything similar, or out of communities, anything like that. No one did nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, you're all my enemies, right? So if you can't stand beside me and fight against people like this, then you can't be associated with me, and you're the same as him. Just know that.
That sounds like that LGBT narrative thing that's been going on past handful.
No, that's fine. I hate them too, and I'll do the same thing to them. Because if they want us to be a monster, I'll show them what a fucking monster is.
I don't understand the rationale. Shouldn't you attempt?
The rationale is fuck around and find out.
You know, deliver gains based off of, you know, concessions of will. Shouldn't you be like in the trenches throwing bows and doing the negotiations in good faith and everything? Or is this personal vendetta? I mean, it's your choice either way. I'm just curious.
10th.
Sorry, I just left the room to tickets. Mike, you can be next, and I'll go if you want, Sasquatch. It's fine.
No, don't go.
But just can you help me understand your question? 1 second, Mike. Can you help me understand your question? Because I'll just answer, and you tell me if it's a good enough answer. So, okay. I don't have a personal vendetta. I am a lunatic who is willing to fight my best friend if they get too close, right? So what I'm saying is, if you know that I'm a lunatic and you still want to associate with me, but then people come on the internet or in real life or whatever and say the types of things these people say, like Rachel Wilson or this dumb fuck or all these people, right? And then I go too far, and then those people who supposedly were my friends say, oh, you got to stop. You're causing, this is too far, right? Then they're the same as the people that I'm fighting. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think that's an equivalency.
Tell me how it's not.
Because I'll speak from like under the shade tree, so to speak. I don't know what you know. You may have evidence and facts and details that I'm unaware of, and you can't judge me for not knowing the things I don't know.
I get you, but Sasquatch, just the thing is, like I said, if I died tomorrow, if one of these people pew-pewed me through my window tomorrow, all you guys would just say, yeah, he was funny. Too bad. No one would care. No one would care. When I was down at the protest and felt safer between 400 Muslims than I did with the LGBTQ, if one of those people had unalived me, people would have said, oh, well.
Be honest with you, bro, like throw you from high places.
Right. I have no. I felt safer with them than the LGBTQ people.
I'll buy that, but who are threatening you? Who is it that you feel threatened by? Some dude on the
Josh,
internet,
Rachel Wilson, Andrew Wilson, people like that. I can go on and on. People who are way worse than me, but want to go at me because I'm gay or whatever, right?
Are virtue signalers threatening you?
I don't know what that is.
Like a virtue signal,
people that hold a moral standard and basically preach that moral standard, aka like anti-homosexuality. That would be virtue signaling. A virtue that's being signaled.
That's literally hate speech, and I disagree with hate speech laws. And that's one of the main. No, see, that's the thing. I'll wrap it up with a bow for you. See, it's not what they're saying that's the problem. It's the fact that I'm not allowed to respond in kind. Right? Him saying throw the gays into a volcano is not TOS, but me losing my mind and doing something that is. See, the rules are already swaying towards the people who want to unalive me. Right? I've had to fight for 6 years even to keep a YouTube channel, whether it was. Go ahead.
Do you really believe, hypothetically speaking, if we had a volcano and we had you and we had Josh and y'all were literally standing at lookout point looking down into the caldera of freaking volcano, Josh, would you physically grab 10th Man and throw him into the volcano?
Not currently. The law would have to change before I could do that.
See?
All right. So I don't really see.
But he would advocate for those laws to be changed. Or, and you know what? I don't believe that he would do it. He would get someone else to do it.
All right. So, Denizen does well. Virtue signaling is when you have a moral reaction to something in order to communicate how good of a person you are to others who share those morals. Besides, I think it'd be funnier if you threw him into a geyser. Then they'd be like, hey.
I don't know. I'd be kind of afraid that it would just get the water kind of muddy, right? Because I mean,
geyser, hot water.
Give me to tomorrow to send you the 100, okay, Chuck? Sorry.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
No worries. Your payment tomorrow.
Okay.
You're good.
Fine. I know where you live.
Ashton, why would you bring up a hot enema? I mean, come on, man. Are you going to lean on the back? Weirdo.
Yeah. No, that was but it was instantly the thought that popped in my mind the moment that you said geyser. That's why I said getting the waters muddy.
I mean, at least make it entertaining. A modern sacrifice really should utilize the entertainment industry. You know?
Isn't the scream on the way down the entertainment part?
But it's just, I don't know. I was kind of thinking about the scream when they come flying out.
Oh yeah, on the way up. I don't know. I guess one's like toned down and then the other one's toned up. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, it's the Doppler effect.
I don't know. I like the way the Middle East does it. They all stand down on the.
God, that's terrible, dude. Stop being mean.
Well, no, they're down on the ground and they're taking bets on whether the guy's going to scream before he hits the ground.
And obviously, he doesn't always talk about. Well, he does. Well, maybe.
So I've got this joke I've been working on for like 5 years, and I've never found a punchline for it. I'm gonna throw it out there one more time.
You know,
how many M&Ms does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know.
Me neither. And there's got to be a funny answer to that fucking question because it just feels like there's a joke there. My brain insists there's a joke there, and I keep thinking if I say it out loud, I'll eventually say the punchline correctly. And yet, the best I can come up with would have to be done as a video where it's like, how many M&Ms does it take to screw in a light bulb? And you fill your mouth slam full and screw in a light bulb while going, That's just dumb. I know it's dumb, and I know it'd get a bunch of views.
The one thing that I do appreciate that, basically is 6 o'clock in the afternoon for me. I think it's 6 o'clock in the evening. In the morning for you guys. But Sasquatch, hey, thank you. I don't know. I don't get to the opportunity to basically have this long conversation.
That's you, bud.
Yeah. Dennison. Dennison is in the house. And then Lauren. Lauren's in the house as well. Okay. All right. It's
good morning, good evening, or good night, however it may be with you.
Good evening to you guys. Well, it's evening, but more daytime for me. But yeah.
Did you guys change the subject?
I'm not sure there is a subject. Wait, was the subject? What was the subject?
Whether or not Josh agrees with Sharia law, basically.
Yeah, you have a succinct way of speaking, Denizen. Thank you.
Wait, is that the question? Whether I agree with Sharia law? Yes, parts of it, yes.
Just like whether or not you're being facetious when you say you would execute 10th Man.
Yes, I believe if the laws were changed, yes.
And you would advocate for changing those laws.
Yes, now that I do, I would openly do. I would advocate for law changing.
So it's not irrational for 10th Man to hate you, right?
I'm not. I don't believe anybody's claiming that he's irrational for disliking me or hating me or whatever.
No, but they would say I'm irrational if I do what I have done to people in the past, right? They would ask me not to do it. They would ask me to hold back. But what I'm saying is, going forward, I have checked off that box in my head that anybody who's not with me is against me. So when the opportunity arises and I have the opportunity to destroy you in any way, I'm not threatening harm. I'm threatening such trolling which you have never seen. And when the opportunity arises, anybody who even says, "Ooh, that's a little bit too much," you're gone out of my life.
You're absolutely free to troll
I write
me.
you
Nobody's
off.
stopping you from
No,
trolling
I
or shit
write
talking
those
me.
people off the same as you're writing me off because they're supporting you. And that's how it works. Just be aware. Just be aware.
Who the hell is telling you that you're not allowed to shit talk me? I guess that's what basically
No, you're not. You don't get it, but you will.
Oh, you're gonna hurt my feelings by shit talking. You mean hurt somebody's feelings?
That's okay. I don't play the gentleman's game. I don't tell you what I'm going to do before I do it. I do it. And I've actually learned to not even let anybody know that I did it. Nobody will ever know. No one will ever even know that I'm the one that did it, buddy boy.
Then how can anybody possibly, oppose you in doing it if nobody knows?
Because they might figure it out or whatever. I'm saying. No matter what level of force is used, whether it's just trolling, whether I just say something that's doesn't matter. I will write them off like the same way as you're writing me off. That's what I'm telling you.
This sounds like some weird, I don't know, bitchy, girly stuff. I don't know.
You'll see, smarty pants.
I get threatened all the damn time. It doesn't mean shit to me.
Are you willing to lose your life over this? Are you willing to take it as far as it needs to go? Are you willing to do that?
Sure, I have pretty much like one of the dumbest jobs that's available. That just
I'm asking you a real simple question on this subject. You're willing to lose your life over it?
Yes. I'm willing to put myself in harm's way for you to settle your shit if you think you can do it. Yes.
No. I'm saying about what Denizen just asked you. That you would advocate for these things, you would support these things, and if the laws change to allow you to throw me into a volcano, for instance, hypothetically, that you would do that. Are you willing to put your life on the line for those beliefs?
We would assume you'd have to, right? Because nobody
No, we're not assuming anything. I'm just asking you straight up a real simple question.
Yes, by definition. Yeah, by definition, because they even take like 4 guys when they carry somebody off to the electric chamber or the electric. There's a reason for that.
Notice how he's dancing. He's dancing because he knows he's wrong, but it's too late. He already crossed the line.
He said he wasn't even willing to break the law to do it, so to be willing to lose his life over it seems like a contradiction.
Right.
You would have to, like,
so just be aware, everybody. People like this
hold up. See, I'm
deserve
not like
everything they get.
I'll actually be very clear. Would I put my life on the line to advocate for a change in law, which would bring back, let's just say, the old sodomy laws, right? And have to like basically fight off like 10% of the population. I'm assuming that's how many gay people there are, right? Say 10% of the population. The answer would be yes. By fighting, that would imply that you're putting your life on the line.
You have to take on a lot more than 10%, though, bro. Like,
okay,
the majority of heterosexual people support the right of homosexual people to live.
I don't know that that's true. I think the vast majority don't care enough to get involved with it.
They don't support you killing them.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that one, though.
You know what? This is where I agree with Josh. I believe that the majority would support his stance because, see, he will say, hey, I'm just going to fix the problem, and everybody else will turn a blind eye. They don't care that they're going to be next. They don't care. So as far as I'm concerned, anybody who does not stand with me on this stuff is as evil as he is. And anybody can't understand that. That's why I can't be rational with those people anymore, because you don't understand the severity of the situation. Dusty said it the other night where I said about Dummy Duck saying, that Dusty's filled with hate because he said tranny, right? And I explained that this is just like Equilibrium with Christian Bale. And Dusty said, no, that's a bit extreme. And I'm like, no, I'm dead on with what I'm saying. But he doesn't see it as extreme as I do. I won't write him off yet, right? Because he has never told me, don't go at these people. But in all reality, anybody who does not stand with me is against me. And that's the way it has to be, because nobody actually gives a fuck.
You're either with me or you're against me.
Can't we just kind of walk in the same direction for a while? And it not.
I have the high ground, Anakin. It's no use.
But okay, so you got the high ground.
I don't know anything. I just know that I'm eating good. I'm fucking whatever. I don't know.
Good man, Mike. Good to know.
I don't know.
So
just whatever. You know what?
This is Mike doing an impression of his own liver.
No, it's not you. So here's the thing, right? 10th knows. I had many people, even my own family, and
don't do it, Mike. Not online.
You're right. All I'm gonna say is this: live your life. Do your best and fuck the rest. There you go.
I like that. That works.
So, do you understand why I'm saying what I'm saying, Denizen?
Yeah, and that's why I came up was because I wanted to I think a lot of people think Josh is LARPing, and maybe he is, right? Because it's hard to take him seriously. But I just wanted to see if he would double down on the actual rhetoric that he's using.
That was my position clear? Like, do I want to like break laws by indiscriminately killing people? No. Do I want to advocate abolishment of groups of people ultimately that would lead into their execution? Absolutely, I do. The object is.
I think that was tried once already in history.
It's been a couple of times from several different angles, honestly.
Yeah. Sodomy laws aren't that actually old within the United States. We had those for a little while. Those people that didn't pay fines did end up in jail. There was different, like it was done different ways.
I've never enjoyed the concept of something being punishable by fine, because that means it's legal for a price. So if you're rich enough, you can just do it and pay the fine.
Yeah. They've got different ways of going about things. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, this is
they're obviously like
system.
The reversal of gay marriage isn't going to instantly turn around and be like public executionable offense, right? Like it would have to work its way through a very long process before it could get that
right.
far.
So you guys want me to wait till I'm 70 and can't actually fight back? See, it's the war of attrition. It's adorable, and that people don't see it in front of your eyes and then go, "Oh, 10th man, he's just mad. He's just filled with rage." No, I literally feel like my life is in danger, literally.
Well, good.
Is that from the government of Canada? Or
no, the world.
The world.
Are you going to the rest of the world, or are you just staying in Canada?
Saying the whole thing, the world in general.
But it's coming to your door, bro. They're not taking shots at you. It's metaphorical. It's all complained on the internet. It's
wrong.
Same thing, Josh.
Yeah, I stole my pitchfork and torch already. Damn it.
Oh, well, my pitchfork's in the garage. I'd have to do a little digging to find it. I haven't had a torch years.
I'm telling you.
Well, he is complaining. To be fair, he is complaining the LGBT laws that exist within Canada are apparently coming after him. So, I mean,
no. You don't understand. It's straight people. No, you're wrong. Wrong. It's straight people using those laws to attack a gay person to try to teach the gays a lesson, even though I'm against all of it. That's what this is.
Oh, I agree with that. Then I'm fine.
Get it?
Now it's even
right, and you're fine with that too. Right. Even though I fight against that exact same cause, you will still use that cause to attack me.
Absolutely, yes.
Right, because you're evil.
Toward gay people, yes.
You will use things that you don't even agree with to attack people just because.
Of course. I'm a consequentialist. Of course.
No, you are evil, sir. You are the epitome of what all faiths point out as evil. You are the hypocrisy which is foretold.
I'm pretty sure most of the, at least any of the Abrahamic God religions, all consider you an abomination.
Right, and you are just as bad.
Well, so Sasha, are you good? You good to go, right? Sasha's good, right? All right. Thumbs up.
We're good.
You
good? Hey, Chuck, are you good?
I'm hanging, dude.
I just finished the omelet.
I'm fucked.
You sound a little sick.
Yeah, I've been sick for like 4 days.
That'll do it.
Oh,
I hate that shit.
I thought now that you do. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. I like you, bro.
You good, Tim?
Amazing.
Everybody's good.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I don't either. We're good. We're all good, right, Mike?
No.
Everything is good. Everything's amazing. I don't mean
God, no.
Like Jack.
I would ask you, Josh. I specifically avoided asking you.
If everything was good, then there'd be nothing to oppose. We'd be in a utopia.
Josh, you could stick a finger in your bunghole.
If there is no struggle, there is no progress.
Hey, I gotta go. My lady's here. I will catch up with you guys.
What is the struggle anyway? I'm just saying. I didn't mean to kick Josh. Well, I hope he's okay.
Oh damn, he bailed.
You did bail?
I don't know what happened.
Dun dun dun. He said his phone was dying. You have to swap over to a laptop.
But
That's not what I heard he said.
Well, no, it's backstage. But that was like an hour ago. So I don't know.
All right. So basically,
damn it, Chuck, you ran him off.
all that
Of your stoic masculine energy, he just
All
can't.
I did was send him a dick pic. I can't help it. You got
probably made.
What's the joke? What's the joke where the guy tells the donkey that his dick's bigger than his, makes the donkey laugh, and then he makes the donkey cry by showing him.
Yep.
I can't remember how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I heard that one from Jerry Clower.
So, you guys.
What up, Graham? Welcome in, bud.
Hey. You guys are amazing. Very perfectly. So, Sasquatch 10th and Chuck. Dennison, welcome. Dennison, I've never had many conversation with you, but welcome. I'm sorry, I never. You and I, we'd never conducted anything one-on-one, but here you are.
I got a question for y'all, and this is strictly in the light of evolutionary theory, right? What effect does curiosity have in deep time?
Very interesting question.
I've been thinking on this. Somebody sent me a message 2 months ago and wanted me to do a show on just curiosity in general. And initially I was like, oh yeah, cool, and all the curious things and handful of videos on curiosity. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized curiosity is the reason why some random chimp out there decided to play with fire. And it's the reason we have internal combustion engines and the reason why man can fly. Without curiosity, none of that happens. But there is a point at which curiosity becomes a detriment, right? So
that's actually very interesting.
How far does that go?
But you also made that obviously without the curiosity, we never even were to fly, right?
Well, it's like this. Take Neanderthal. From archaeological discoveries, Neanderthals operated essentially unchanged. Their lithic technology, their development, their weapons, their clothing, their stitching, everything they did, unchanged for 170,000 years. And only in the last 40,000 years did they alter any part of their lithic technology to any extent. They went from big hand axes to smaller hand axes and using lithic flakes, which was light years advancement for a Neanderthal. But humans just used we used whatever was convenient and whatever was most handy. The tradition of a particular function was less important than the effect of the function. But it seems to be the other way around with Neanderthals. They did not have a curious society, if a society at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying. All right, so the first mushrooms, the first dude who decided they were hungry enough to eat those things growing out of the poop, right? How hungry you got to be to decide to try the things growing out of the poop?
Pretty damn hungry, I would think.
That's worse than eating the red berries, bro. Like,
ugh.
I mean, just think about. Okay, so picture this: you're crossing the savannah. There's a billion wildebeest crossing the savannah with you. You're basically wandering along, waiting for one of the millions of herd animals to just flop over dead so you can eat them. You've been doing it for 10 generations. And this dude next to you looks down, sees a patty with some mushrooms growing out of it, plucks the top off the mushroom, pops it in his mouth, and eats it. 2 hours later, he invents writing and domesticates fire. Curiosity has its benefits. But where does it become a detriment? When it's too far, too deep, too close to the danger?
Overall or to the individual?
See, that's the thing. I'm looking at it from like an evolutionary perspective. Is it possible, evolutionarily speaking, to be a society that's too curious? Maybe not society, that's the wrong, but a tradition of too much.
So far, not yet, but nuclear bombs could change that.
AI and nuclear bombs. Dude, that's a nasty combination. I don't like that combination. That bothers me.
And that antimatter collider thing that they have too.
So about that, humans are so. This actually does play into sort of a modern concept of where we're going in the future. Are we too curious? Are we knocking at the edges of reality just a little too hard?
Or are we not curious enough?
I don't know, Chuck. I don't think.
Well, technically, evolution doesn't care about humans.
It's true.
So even if we destroyed our own habitat, it would still cause the evolution of whatever is to come next.
Facts.
We'd have to devise a way to destroy the fabric of the universe itself.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's that hadron collider we were talking about. That's why I was asking if we're maybe beating at the edges of reality a little too hard. Are we too curious about the fundamental laws of the universe? Why is the apple falling from the tree not enough?
Yeah, and we're kind of going backwards too.
Well, that's just a byproduct. I can't remember the name of it. There's this, what is it called? A fractal law, where the more you know about, the more you have to learn to know everything about everything, and we don't know anything yet. Even our views of the largest macro scale we have records of is so sparse of an amount of information as compared to the greater universe as to be laughable. We know nothing. So we don't even know what we don't know. And that smarts. That hurts a little bit. We know just enough to know that we don't know what 90% of the universe is. Every time you hear science say something about dark this or dark that, that's merely a placeholder to say we have no freaking clue what's going on over there.
Yeah, because they've been proven wrong most of the time.
Well, it's just theories. It's all theories, and all of it's based off of mathematics and not reality. And so,
Okay, name one thing that we don't know.
Don't tempt.
What is dark matter?
So
okay, but that's a theoretical thing that you can't say we don't know the thing that we don't know.
Yes, you
Why
can.
not?
Yes, you can.
we don't know.
We don't even know what we don't
I
know.
did just say
So
that.
what?
Gravity.
What
How
is
come we
the universe
can't
is,
measure gravity?
Very endless and
So mathematically speaking, gravity should have a particle that is interrelational with the wave that it travels as, correct? I mean,
no, not all, not completely true.
No, because it requires.
It's observationally false. Mathematically speaking, there should be something out there like a gravitron or some shit.
No, because dark matter is to explain. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I'm speaking from the perspective of physicists. There should be a measurable quotient to gravity that doesn't have anything to do with the movement of the universe. There should be a 0 point, a molecule, as it were, a thing. Travels as a wave in a particle, right? Almost everything. So, should be. And yet, it's not there, but we can measure that type of stuff through the quote-unquote dark matter that's in the universe. There seems to be something there that is not quantifiable in what we know. So we use the term dark matter to take into account mass and gravity that is inexplicable. We know it's there. We can measure it being there, but no freaking clue what the hell it might be.
So then
it's a curve in space-time, supposedly.
No. So then it's not actually there because we can't say that it's there. So that's why a lot of people who've looked into string theory and things like that, they've kind of put it aside, right? Dark matter is just an explanation, like Sasquatch was saying, for what we don't understand.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean that there is dark matter, right?
It doesn't mean
something there. We don't know what it is.
Another theory to pair with that is just the simple fact of black holes and the fact that we found way more black holes. And there's no one to say that we're not actually in a black hole. So if we were in a black hole, it wouldn't require dark matter to exist. It would require the fact that we are inside of a singularity, which would cause the gravity in the first place because of the gravity of the singularity. So if that was the case, because it looks like from the Webb telescope information that we've gotten now, that we're kind of like in a pond. It looks like a pond. The whole known universe looks like we're in a pond, right? So that would negate black matter completely. So
and what Denizen was saying a moment ago actually makes a lot of sense. It's not necessarily that there's something there, but there is something warping time and space in the local vicinity so as for it to appear that there is a mass there. And a mass would imply matter, and matter would imply that we should be able to at least read it as a lack of light or heat, or that it should be measurable in some way. And yet when we look with our instruments that we have access with, there's nothing there. It's just a warp of time and space.
Yeah.
We don't know why. That usually involves a lot of energy, a lot of matter, a lot of gravity, and a lot of time.
Show me where this warp in time and space is. Or just explain it.
Somewhere between your ears.
Okay, never mind.
Sash, can I ask you a question?
I don't know how to explain that. It's the dark matter has to do curiosity.
Oh, yep.
This is where curiosity gets you. It's bad. It's just bad overall. What up, bud?
Yeah, no. This is the first time it's a different time frame for me. I don't know what time frame is it for you, but you normally do this?
No, not usually.
I'm very grateful.
Usually what I do is set up 3 videos that are very different from one another. I do a Chilling with Sasquatch. It's open panel, but I generally keep things kind of curtailed to the topic of whatever video I'm going over, and people hate it. They don't ever actually show up and watch, but I'm not really there for people to watch.
I do. Stop it.
Some people.
I think that's the first time I've seen like. I
almost never do it in the morning.
And in spending time, grateful. Well,
I'm pretty
not saying
keep the mornings to myself for the most part.
yeah, because
I
it
don't
normally
turn on
be
the
like
computer until after
dusty.
1 or 2 in the afternoon. That's just general principle. This is so I have time to take out the trash, do any of the other things that need to be done around the house, pick up, people from work, drop people off at work, that kind of stuff. All of that stuff.
Yeah. Don't talk back.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I just told Lauren to bring a friend.
So we call it dark matter because when we look out into the universe, we see light and space being bent, like as if there are planets or suns there, but we can't see anything there that's causing the bending. So we theorize there's something there that's having an effect on space-time, but we can't see it. And since we can't see it, we don't know what it is, and that's why dark matter is the nomenclature, because it acts like matter, but we can't see what it is, so we call it dark.
Yep.
It could be a hidden sector that we can't see, or it could be like an energy or force, like neutrinos that are everywhere. Like right now, dark matter could be passing through all of us.
I can't remember which sci-fi author it was. He wrote this whole concept about a counter Earth, and it's mirror Earth in the sense that it orbits oppositionally to the in fact, the entire solar system has oppositional planets. That's why the solar system is balanced out the way it is it's actually a dual system. And this other counter Earth has its own timeline, its own everything. And the only way to travel between the two of them, you can't like get in a rocket ship and go around the sun to go find it, because it won't be there because you're in the wrong calibration of time. And so you have to literally change your freaking phase while on Earth. And it's like
I think I had an ex-girlfriend tell me the same thing.
But yeah, it's an old, like, it was an old sci-fi series. It was sort of a sci-fi fantasy series. On the account of Earth, everything's in like medieval times. Right. And there's cults, and there is no Christianity whatsoever, and so everything's like animal cults and sheep gods and stuff. It's wild. But the whole point of trying to explore it was because it was smaller. It's much smaller than Earth, but it's the same mass as Earth. And because of that, there was some theory about the core being made of unobtainium or some shit. And of course, it was capitalist greed that was leading us to this. But naturally, it turns out the planet's actually a life form.
Are you talking about World to World?
I want to say Gore. I can't remember. It was written around the same time as like the whole Pellucidar.
Oh yeah, John Norman.
Yeah. And
the Chronicles. The Chronicles of Counter Earth.
Yeah, that's it. It's wild.
Which was like another example of the World to World novel, but Gore was the series by Norman.
Another story ripped off by James Cameron. It was very much like Barsoom. The whole feel and the narrative and the way it went was very Princess of Mars type stuff. It was very Barsoomy.
I hadn't heard
What up, Jay Rillo?
unobtainium. But that word you just
Unobtainium.
used. Yeah, I hadn't heard that in a while.
It's like a widget. It's just a space holder for what we don't know we need. Super valuable something.
Unobtainium is from Avatar.
Sure. But I mean, it's like a MacGuffin.
Ain't nothing a little moonshine won't fix.
Ain't nothing a little bit of, moonshine's good for two things, buddy: degreasing engine blocks and killing brain cells. Which one you want to do?
And it works in a pinch if you run out
Degreasing
of
engine
gas.
block.
Have you seen those shorts about the where the guys like cleaning brakes and the music's playing in the background, and you realize that the music's not actually music; it's a bunch of car crashes and horns and shit.
Oh shit!
Just spraying the spray a little too thick in the garage. You go open the door.
Do you think I could start like a motorcycle repair shop out of my living room?
I mean, many things are possible. Do you know a lot of people who drive motorcycles?
No.
Can you repair?
Well, not anymore. I used to.
Do you want to know people who drive motorcycles?
I would like to take their money to repair their motorcycles.
Right? Do you really want to repair their motorcycles, or do you just want their money?
Or do you want a motorcycle in the living room?
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to take apart motorcycles.
Okay. Well, you see, there's an issue right here, right out the gate. It's not going to be profitable for you to take apart their motorcycles and not put it back together.
Well, I figure I could figure that part out.
Yeah, sure will. This is gonna work out aces for you, bud.
I remember I had a buddy and I paid him to change brakes on my car, and he said he was done. And I walked out there and just looking at this cardboard box, and there's a bunch of these little springs in there. And I'm like, "What's this?" He said, "Oh, they're just extras. You didn't need them."
Dun dun.
What?
Dun.
Yep. Cost me $400 to get that fixed.
Dude.
That's for the calipers, right?
Yep. But I didn't have the time, so I had to get it towed to the shop and let them do it. Because I was working 14, 16-hour days, so I didn't have time at all to mess with it. That's why I paid this clown. First and only time.
As like a side job, side hustle thing. When I got my concussion, when I got my TBI, I forgot that I did brakes. And my brother brought his truck by, was telling me about all the problems he's having with his brakes. And I looked at him and was like, dude, why don't you take it to a fucking shop? Why are you telling me about it? And he was just so shocked. Because usually I'd just go out, pull the tire off and look at it, be like, here's your problem, go get this, and then put it on, doing it for years. I was just part of the problem. And when I didn't do it, he was so confused that he just left. And then he called my sister. My sister come over like a couple of weeks later and wanted me to look at the back brakes on her truck. And I was like, why are people bringing me their brakes? She's like, Sasquatch, you've kept everyone in the family's brakes since you were 15. You're obsessed with the shit. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about your brakes. Why would I care about anybody's brakes? Right. And she's like, watch, just here. And it was actually, I argued with her and she went away. And then a few days later, some buddy of mine come over and was doing the same thing. And I was like, tell you what, you go jack up the truck and I'll look at it. And he's like, great. He jacked it up. I took the fucking tire off. And while I was telling him that I don't know shit about brakes, my hands took those brakes apart. Yep. Just bip, like it had done it so many freaking times. And I looked at my hands and said, boy, look at them go.
Muscle memory.
Dude, it was the weirdest thing. Like, I knew every single thing that I was doing was absolutely correct. I cannot tell you how the hell I know that shit. No fucking clue. I don't remember ever working anywhere that I did brakes. I don't remember ever taking a class about brakes, but I can speak intelligently on everything to do with brake systems that aren't air driven.
I remember I had a stroke and got carried to the hospital. And when I came to, I did not know time, day of the week, what month we were in. None of that. Didn't know my wife's phone number. And I was in a hospital for 3 days. A buddy I worked with started calling every hospital in St. Louis till he found me. Because my short-term memory was just shot.
Yeah.
It finally came back after a couple of weeks.
The brain injuries are weird, bro. Like, I lost the word camera after I hit my head.
That
For the
square
life
thing that goes click, click. Yep.
Dude, I can tell you everything about the damn thing. I could describe it to a T. I could sketch it on a freaking book. I could look it up online. I couldn't name it. Couldn't name it. I couldn't come up with it on my own. If you said it, I could say it after you, but I couldn't generate.
I understand.
It was so weird. It was so. Let me tell you, I went. So, my hair had gotten all kind of scragged out because I was fucking brain damaged and wasn't properly caring for myself. And so I took a shower and decided I was going to go get my hair cut. And I walked 2 blocks, 400 yards maybe. Got my hair cut, my beard trimmed and everything. I walked out of that place and was lost. Could not find my way home. Just couldn't do it. None of this. I didn't recognize anything. I was completely lost, and it was absolutely terrifying, like a 4-year-old in the fucking grocery store.
Was that when you got your injury that happened?
Yeah, that was about 2 weeks after. Apparently it was bad enough. I don't really remember this part. This is in that gray stage of like, I have a vague memory of talking to my dad. I have a vague memory of talking to my sister, because these are things that don't happen often. There were several other people that come through around the same time. I don't really remember that. There's one thing that I do remember distinctly, and it's always been weird. I have a buddy of mine who lives out of town. He lives in Colorado, and every 8 or 9 months or whatever, he'll show up for a day or two to come visit his parents. And when he does, he swings by and, hi, how you doing? What's going on? He hangs out for a couple hours and leaves. The day I cracked my skull, he's the guy who showed up and brought me inside and put me on the couch. And he hung out with me for a little while, and he told me, and I remember this clearly, well, nobody's going to believe that I was here, and so this will be real fun to hear about later. And he left. And I remember having the conversation of like, well, how did you get inside? Edwin brought me in. Edwin's in Colorado. Edwin was here. No, Edwin's in Colorado. I talked to Edwin a couple of days ago, right? And he never fessed up to having been here that day. And until he
left you hanging.
Like him, my brother, my sister, and me ended up in the same parking lot. And we were sitting around talking and bullshit. And my brother brought up, was like, hey, by the way, did you show up here and find Sasquatch in the backyard? He's like, yeah, dude, motherfucker had a goddamn lump on the side of his head the size of a damn goose egg. He's like, he was talking all kinds of crazy shit, acting like maybe he was on a bunch of drugs or something. And this was right before I quit. This head injury, all of that. That was, if I had to name a rock bottom, it would have been that day. That day was rock bottom.
What'd you get hit with?
I had a spastic Labrador Retriever at the time, and I got to walk the dog. And when I opened the door, there was a squirrel at the bottom of the steps, and he fucking did, and it flipped me ass over tea kettle, and I cracked my skull on the concrete step at the bottom of my back.
Yeah.
And out, just nothing. The last thing I remember is opening the door. That's my last conscious memory. And my next conscious memory is sitting on my couch and my dad looking at me going, "Are you sure you're okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine, man. Is there a reason why I shouldn't be okay?" And he's like, "You're just not, you don't seem to be linking sentences together." I said, "Well, I'm sorry if I dropped all of my punctuation." And he kind of giggled and he left. And right after he left, my wife came and basically kidnapped me and took me to the hospital, and I got a brain scan. And they were like, "Oh yeah, no, you got a really, really nasty hematoma over there. It's really big. We could have done something."
Who hired the squirrel?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
It's an independent contractor.
Maybe so. But it was
God damn it, Morty! What did I tell you about pissing off the squirrels?
Right.
Damn. How long did you stay in the hospital? A week or two?
I didn't get hospitalized because it had been a week. It took 5 days for anybody to realize there was something wrong.
Okay.
And it's because I was absurdly antisocial. My fucking back was fucked up. My hip was fucked up. I was always pissed off. I was on every drug known to man, and nothing would fucking satiate the damn pain.
Been there, done that.
And I was just a generally mean individual. Right after that, I ended up laying on the couch for like I said, about a week. I didn't hardly move. I got up, went to the bathroom. That was about it. I wasn't eating, and that's really what kind of tipped folks around me off that there being something.
That's where I am right now. Yep.
Dig, you know. What up, Miss Miyagi? Good to see you, bud.
What did you say, Chen?
Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm just saying what you guys are describing is where I am right now.
And it sucks.
I just don't care.
No, it sucks.
No. It means nothing. I mean, I get it, to other people it does, but to me it's just more of the same. And like, you can't even get drugs in Canada anymore. Now, if you want them recreationally, but if you want a doctor to actually prescribe you pain medication now, nope. But if you want it recreationally, you can just go down to the store and you can order it online, whatever you want. But to get a prescription for it so your medical benefits can pay for it, nope, you can't get it.
Well, we still can't get morphine here where I live since the tariffs. When he first put the tariffs in back in May, we couldn't get morphine, and we still can't get morphine.
Morphine's wild, dude. I'll hallucinate on morphine. It's I have an allergy to it, and it causes parts of my brain to become inflamed, and so I will full on freaking hallucinate.
The only drug I can recall that kicked my ass.
Yeah, no, morphine's the real deal, dude. Like,
I hate this oxy. I'd rather be on the morphine.
Well, here's just, anybody who's been on morphine would rather be on morphine, because morphine is the first step derivative from heroin that's not heroin, right? And so morphine has all of the opiate precursors for everything else. Oxy only has this one little narrow band. Hydrocodone has this other little narrow band of specific.
See, I can't take hydrocodone. It makes me sick. That's weird.
Well, I mean, it's just which batch of opiate receptors it attaches to, how quickly and how cleanly. Has your doctor ever had a conversation with you about the word titration?
Oh God, seems like I remember that word.
All right. So the reason they talk to you about titration is once you've reached what do they refer to as therapeutic saturation?
Yep.
Titration. Taking more has no therapeutic benefit and just makes you high. and taking less reduces the therapeutic benefit by an order of magnitude. But once you can get on top of actual pain, and when I say actual pain, I mean like bone damage pain, like not nerve pain, specifically not nerve pain, none of the chronic wasting disease shit that you hear about, neuralgia, it's not going to touch any of that stuff. All of that stuff is neurological. It's all in your nerves, and
right.
Any of that stuff it won't touch. But so like some tooth pain, sure, other tooth pain not so much. So like an active infection, it will certainly take the edge off. But if you've got an active infection in a place with a nerve, it's not going to help a whole lot.
This is true.
So
yep. Oxy does nothing for nerve pain. Neither does the morphine.
No. Well, I mean, morphine doesn't either, really. Now, let me explain how this comes across to me. And this goes for all of the opiates anywhere. It doesn't actually stop you from hurting. It just makes you not give a shit that it hurts. And you don't give a shit about anything else either.
I remember when I first got hurt, they had me on both oxycodone and Oxycontin. I didn't know which way was up then.
Yeah, that's basically more of the same thing. Oxycontin is time-released oxycodone. And it's meanie, too. Those things are crazy.
Well, that was before they figured out it was the strong, addictive, destroying thing.
They always knew that shit.
They always...
Yeah, bro, this is brand new opium war.
Before any of that shit ever got prescribed, they test that shit.
Dude. And can you imagine the mouse tests on Oxycontin? You know what happened.
The mouse was just like, fuck it, and stayed at the beginning of the rat race.
The mouse went and stole fucking catalytic converters. Started exactly what happened.
It started pulling copper out of the walls.
Right? You guys told me don't kill him, even though he's under your car trying to steal your catalytic converter right now. And I said, fuck you.
You have PETA on you.
I heard them shits got diamonds in them.
I smoke rocks.
That's not true, Rhonda. How could I be high on crack and asleep in your car at the same time?
That don't even make no sense. He's got a point there.
you heard that clip with the raccoon and the crack pipe?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's something you might not know about me, Joe Rogan. This ain't the first time I tasted penis before.
Whoa.
That's probably my favorite episode, dude. Motherfucker, he's doing a Fear Factor episode as a crackhead. There's this one scene where Joe Rogan comes out and he does it all dramatic like they used to do on Fear Factor, and you have to sleep in a box full of snakes. Fucking Dave Chappelle climbs in that box and pulls them snakes over him like a blanket. He's like, but you don't know, is I slept with a lot worse. Dude, I laughed so hard I cried. It's like the first time I come across The Whitest Kids You Know. You ever watch any of those?
Have you heard about the new thing?
There's a new thing?
Yeah, you know, the new thing.
Oh, yeah, the new thing. Right. So, the first time I encountered The Whitest Kids You Know, I think it was Comedy Central was doing a full marathon, and it was New Year's Eve, and we're supposed to be leaving to go to a party. And I turned on the TV for the fucking dog because I'm that type of guy. And I put it on, and I was standing there waiting for my wife to come out of the shower, fixing to leave, and I'm watching it. And when she comes out of the shower, she's like, "What you watching?" I was like, "I don't know, but I can't look away." And we stood there for 30 minutes until someone else on the way to the same party stopped by, and they stood in the living room and watched it. Just in almost rapt silence. I mean, we were laughing and joking, but at the same time, we were watching this fucking show that we'd never heard of. Nobody had heard of it as far as we knew. And then another guy shows up. We end up having like a little pregame party going on here, watching The Whitest Kids You Know, until the dude that was throwing the actual party pitched a hissy fit and started like mass texting everybody's phones, wanting to know where everybody was at. We're all standing in my living room watching Whitest Kids You Know. Just, I guess, says a lot about skit comedy. Good skit.
Yeah.
If
it's good, that's the best guy.
How often do you get suckered straight out of doing a thing that you've been planning for a week? And it wasn't just me. It didn't just catch me. It caught me and everyone else who walked in and looked at it for 10 seconds and caught one joke, was like, what is this? Oh, hey, man, it's Whitest Kids You Know.
Kind of like the original Saturday Night Live when they started.
Back in the day, Chevy Chase.
Yep.
Chevy Chase had problems getting work in the late 70s, early 80s. He caused so much damage on set that insurers stopped insuring him for movies.
Oh, really?
But if you look at his early comedy, you can see it.
Oh, he was like Jerry Lewis then, did all of his own pratfalls.
Yeah. It was like an endless, unstopping pratfall of epic proportions. He would walk into a room and break everything trying to fix the first thing. Just constant. And Chevy Chase was one of my really big inspirations when it comes to comedy, because he doesn't do your style of comedy, right? His comedy is not the guy walks into a bar variety.
Right.
It's not how many such and such screws in a light bulb. It's not that. It's more organic. It's more situational. It's more reactionary. It's much more ad-libbed than, let's say, Steve Martin or John Candy, who also does a very ad-libbed sort of comedy, like Jim Carrey.
I think Robin Williams was the best at that.
One of the top 10, certainly.
Yeah.
But I would kind of stick him right next to fucking shit.
Well, back in the day, it was Eddie Murphy, Bill Murray, Chevy Chase. The lady,
the dude in Roxanne. What was his name? Played
Steve
John Goodman.
Steve Martin. Thank you, Steve Martin. Jesus Christ, I was fixing to have an aneurysm. Steve Martin is one of the most underrated comics of the past fucking 30 years.
I would agree.
His stand-up routines are tight and they splash, right? It's just blue enough that it causes splash damage, but at the same time isn't directly offensive to anybody in particular, which is a neat shtick. And at the same time, his roles in acting, bro, Leap of Faith is one of the most underrated movies of all time. He did another one. It's not The Whole 9 Yards. Is it The Whole 9 Yards? It might be The Whole 9 Yards.
Bruce Willis and Jennifer Garner in that one.
Okay. What was the one where he went into witness protection as the mafioso and he sets up a gambling racket in the town that he moves into?
Blue Sky.
My Blue Heaven.
My Blue Heaven. There you go.
Yes, sir. That is one of the most criminally underrated films of all time.
Yeah.
No one gives that film enough credit. The amount of
Hey, lady, what are you doing here in the frozen out food section?
You're gonna throw out all this meat.
It's real dangerous for you to be here, because you could melt all this stuff.
Dude, he went and hung out. All right, so he based that character off of an actual mafioso, apparently, that he knew. And
I would guess Sam the Bull.
That would be my guess, too.
It's almost Sammy the Bull's life story.
Yeah. And he went and hung out with him and walked around behind him, pretending to be him. And years, like some point in time later, there was an interview with the guy, and he was like, "It was the most horrible fucking week of my life." Like I said, the motherfucker said it right behind me. I hated it. It was great, dude. My Blue Heaven is phenomenal. It's such a great movie, and it gets right along with Leap of Faith. Leap of Faith does a very similar acting trick as My Blue Heaven. My Blue Heaven is such a ringer for like the mafioso type. My Blue Heaven does that for like the carny business under the guise of revivalism, right? He's supposed to be this Southern Baptist preacher that's got everybody coming in by the droves.
That was Leap of Faith, right?
Faith, yes.
Yeah, I remember that one now. That you
his role movie, the whole way he goes about trying to rectify his crisis of faith of such success by being so underhanded.
Yes.
It's not something that you catch the first time through. You have to watch it a couple of times to realize that there is a quintessential crisis here, and it's not whether or not he's getting laid.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with him getting laid.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was one of the unknown comic people. Steve Martin.
Liam Neeson is in that movie.
Yeah. He is. Another criminally underrated movie is Diggstown.
Is that the one with Dan Aykroyd?
Not sure about that, but it's the one where Lou Gossett Jr. fights 10 men, 100 men. I can't remember.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh, it's good.
That one don't ring a bell.
That's what I'm saying. It's so criminally underrated. It used to come on like 2:00 in the morning after all the Skinemax shows went off. You'd have Diggstown. Fucking, it's a movie with like James Wood. Got James Wood, Lou Gossett Jr., handful of other folks, a couple of wrestlers are also in it. And it's about a boxing match, and dude rolls in from out of town to basically pull a fast one. It's a big con.
James Wood. James Wood. Yep.
James Lou Gossett Jr., a handful of other people. It's a really, really good movie. Fuck yeah. I don't know. I grew up in freaking movie rentals, so I've seen a bunch of crap. Yes, 10 other fighters chosen by the opponents. Half the fighters are rigged. Yeah, it's a classic fucking short con. This is an old carny trick. The fight is merely a distraction to accomplish the other things going on behind the scenes, and I love movies like that. Y'all remember Hudson Hawk? Y'all ever watch that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You realize that was
ball.
It's a comic book. That's why it's such a weird movie. It just feels dissociative because of the way it's shot. It's shot to appear to be the comic from which it is inspired, right? And it didn't translate well. It just didn't go over well. So a lot of people, they're put off by the imagery in the movie, by the way the scenes are laid out, and they don't ever get around to like paying attention to what the movie's actually about, which is, the fact that you don't have to be a good guy to do good things. You can be a good guy and still be in a bad situation that makes you the bad guy. Demonic Toys versus Doll Man. Fuck yeah, I do. Kind of wish I didn't. A little bit.
Man, I didn't realize it got down to 20 here last night.
Not last night, night before last. It got cold enough that it left my truck in a freaking ice shell. I walked outside and looked at it, kicked the freaking door, opened it, crunk it up.
Was that from the fog?
Yeah, it's super foggy here. So if it ever gets below freezing, everything just gets coated in layers and layers and layers and layers. If it doesn't more than about 6 hours, shit's gonna start falling.
Yeah, that's how it is here. I'm only a mile from the river, and then I got this half-acre pond next to the house.
Right. So you just get
that damn of it. Yeah, that moisture freeze on contact. The fog, the mist, whatever you want to call it. And then I start hearing tree branches banging around when they're falling off.
Around here, we're in an area of Georgia referred to as the Arctic Corridor, and it's because when a certain type of winter storm comes through, it has to go around the mountains to an extent, and so usually it goes up and over, and we end up with like some 60-degree days, and it rains like hell. But sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it goes under the edge of the mountains down here. We're right here on the edge of the mountains. I'm in the foothills. And because of that, it's the temperature gradient is actually more severe here than it is north or south of us, because to the south, there's lower elevation and higher pressure. To the north, it's higher elevation, and the storm pattern is actually being pushed around by the mountains below that area, right? And so it never makes it there. It doesn't dislodge the warm air that's already there. And so here you can go to bed at 8 p.m., 9 o'clock, and wake up at 6 a.m. the next morning to a frozen hellscape that looks like on fucking moon or some shit. And I'm talking a half-inch of ice on absolutely everything. Anything that could freeze is frozen, and everything that isn't frozen is unsafe. It'll rind the edge of the river, but it won't actually be cold. It'll be so cold that it freezes the surface but doesn't
penetrate.
Right? You get what I'm saying? So
yep.
Wasn't that it was cold for a long time. If it stayed that cold for a long time, that would be its own problem. It's the fact that it gets so freaking cold so fast, and there'll be wind, and it'll be like sleeting or snowing or some mix of that shit, and then just drop off 20 degrees for 6 hours. Everything goes to hell in a bucket, bro. The bridges around this motherfucker, we just don't cross them. I mean, it's only for like 6 hours. It's not that much of a problem just to wait a little while, typically.
About 2 or 3 years ago, I bought a brand new car and heard this big thud in the morning, got up, went out to see what the thud was, and here's this huge tree branch that had smashed the roof, the windshield, the hood. And so I finally did a little investigating, and it's because this area is so heavy in moistures that the trees can't hold their limbs. So if a big wind or anything like that comes through, it just takes them rival. Because they say too much moisture. I'm like, well, kiss my ass.
Here, we have so much moisture that the trees don't grow their roots deep. They grow them wide across the top of the water table. Because there's no oxygen water, it can't penetrate, right? And I'm at the very southern tip of the Appalachia. If you could walk out of the foothills from here.
Gotcha.
A few hours. It's
so them trees don't have a stable foundation then.
Well, it's all clay too. We're below the bedrock.
Oh, so I got that shit too.
And catch hold to, and you get a good wet season come through, and then the winter storms come through, and some ice hits the top of them trees. They go bottom upwards. And here's the real fucked up part. This is what makes it so unbelievably dangerous. Limbs, the tree flips over. Later that afternoon, the ice melts and the tree stands back up. Now you have a standing dead tree the size of a VW Beetle.
Yeah, I had one of those down there by my pole barn, in my metal building, and it fell right on it.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, where they used to call them a widowmaker.
We always call them tombstones.
Okay, we call them widowmakers.
The reason tombstone is like it'll fall over, but because it's just mud clumped up on the bottom of it, stand up with it, stands up. If let's say it gets tangled up in some stuff on the ground over there and doesn't stand back up, and you come walking along a couple of months later with your machete and you're just looking for cross through, and you step on it, and ping, and whatever the load bearing strand that was holding the damn thing down gets stepped on, disturbed, or anything. I was boing like a fucking trebuchet, dude. Yeah. Only seen it happen once, but seeing it once means it happens more than you'd think, right?
Yep. It's like a catapult. And it's going to hit something.
It's a thing. It is a thing.
I can remember.
Have you ever seen an upside down tree?
Upside down tree.
Yeah, literally, and I'm not joking. Literally, the stump is in the air, and something has stuck it straight down into the ground.
I haven't seen that.
I've seen two. In all of my days, I've only ever seen two. And the first one I saw confused me so fucking much that I literally set up a camp and stared at it for like hours. I walked by it. I looked over and saw it, just kept walking. And in like 5 minutes, I stopped, thought about it, and was like, no, I got to go back and check that thing out. And no joke, it was a tree that for all the world, dead as Dillinger, still had dirt clumped up around the roots at the top. Stuck straight into the mud. Straight down.
Upside down.
Upside down. Yes, sir. And there's a couple of theories about how this happens. The only one that I've heard that makes any sense is the tornado idea.
Yep.
It pulled it up, and because of the weight versus the thing, but you'd figure it would come in dirt first, right? I mean, this thing was so fucking vertical, I think you could have put a level up against it and it would have been plumb.
Well, that makes sense. It shucked it back down like a spear and buried it. Yeah. But to be completely vertical is something else.
What up, Paranormal Papal Investigations? Good to see you, bud. Hit that like button, folks. Send me some money. I like money. So the other theory is...
Yeah. I like money.
The other theory is Sasquatch does it, because there seem to be more of these out west than there are over here, but I think it's because the ones out west are bigger. Which this one wasn't small. It was one of those little pointy cedar trees upside down, and it being a cedar means it probably could have been there for fucking 5 years.
Yeah,
there's no telling. Could have been dropped weeks ago. Could have been dropped 5 years ago. It'd still be sitting there.
When this clay gets wet here, it's like you're on an ice rink.
Oh, bro, I got Georgia red clay here, bro. It is an ice rink. You do better with ice, because here
mine's all red clay too.
It gets on you. It gets into your clothes like a pair of pants that end up weighing 40 pounds before you can say boo.
And good luck getting that red color out of your clothes.
I'm not trying to change the subject. I'm just making a statement. People sometimes say I don't have anything positive to say. I can say this. I just went and looked out my window because I was like, oh, I got to go out there with the snowblower for the 4th day in a row. but it rained, and I'm like thinking, oh, did it make it all ice? Am I gonna have to hire a truck again? Nope. All the snow's gone off the driveway. The rain cleared it all off. I couldn't be happier.
Cool.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh, thank Jesus.
That's a good thing then. So to add to the trouble, it eased some of the problem.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Well, I can remember coming down here to Tennessee to visit relatives, and my cousins would always ask me what snow looked like because it never snowed down here. Shit, I moved down here 5 years ago from Illinois. I'm like, damn, we get some snow, not but a couple of times, but it's like, this is weird. It's not supposed to be like this in the South.
All right. First trip I went on with my wife and her parents back when we were still dating. We went to South Georgia to some fucking plantation down there. It was all cool as hell. And it snowed 3 inches while we were there.
In southern Georgia.
The following year, I went with them to their beach house. And while we were at the beach house, it snowed.
Oh,
and the year after that, we went to South, I think it was North Carolina, to some resort up in North Carolina. And we may as well have brought fucking skis, dude. It snowed in for 4 days while we were there. We were there for 6 days. It just fucking happened, and her dad started calling me Snowman everywhere we fucking went. So you don't
like a
Sasquatch.
Bad luck charm.
I don't know, man. It was pretty cool. You don't get bothered when it's snowing. Everybody's got other shit to deal with. I tell you though, that trip to the where they filmed Dirty Dancing, whatever resort that is, when we went there, I called it so good. It was crazy. Before we left, I went and got like 2 6-packs of Mike's Hard Lemonade and a pint of rum and stuck it in a cooler in the back of the car. And her dad's a teetotaler, like doesn't like drinking at all. He kind of gets over the fact that people do it sometime. So when we get up there, and he was talking about, well, we're going to get up tomorrow and we'll go get some stuff to put in here so we can cook and whatnot. And I knew I was going to be drinking the next day, so I went ahead and went and got the stuff. Just went and, bacon, eggs, burrito, and stuff. So we woke up the next morning and there's like 8 inches of fucking snow on the ground. Fucking whiteout conditions. You couldn't even see the goddamn car. That was the most snow I'd ever seen in my life. And I was just like, nope. I sat downstairs looking out the window, drinking Mike's Hard Lemonades and shooting shots of rum the next 3 days.
Oh, that'll keep you warm, that rum.
Well, not really, but yeah.
Figuratively speaking.
In 2004, February, I believe it was, called White Juan in Nova Scotia, Canada here. And in less than a 12-hour period, we had 4 feet of snow and dozens of people died.
Whoa, because they couldn't get out?
Yeah, anybody who had a heart attack, or they were providing emergency services with snowmobiles.
Ooh.
Oh yes, it was quite hectic. And we walked down the street. This one guy had ripped, because the snowplow had messed up the train tracks, and then the train track got so he ripped the tire, ripped his not the tire off, but ripped the the ball joint, the whole thing, ripped his tire off so that it was sideways, right off of the car.
Yeah.
And he's like, someone asked to pay for this, blah, blah, blah. He's like, we helped him push out of the road. And he's like, I'm going to sue, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, we're in a state of emergency. It was illegal for you to even be driving on the road right now. What are you talking about? And he's like, no, that doesn't matter. I'm like, yeah, it does. And I just walked away. Right. But for me, see, I always keep a couple hundred packs of tea candles. Like I keep stuff around for this type of stuff. I mean, I was cooking on candles. I made steak and eggs. I made, everybody else was literally dying around me. I'm just like, this is like camping. This is fun.
Yeah, for a few days we're good, bro. When Helene comes, wiped the whole fucking, put us back into Stone Age. There was about 12 hours of people freaking out, like, because I had my whole family here, all my daughters, grandkids, all of them were all over here. And when the power went out, I was actually on the radio.
Yes, she was on air. I remember that.
I got a phone call from a cousin that lives like 6 hours that way. He called me and was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck they're telling you, but this thing's fixing to rip hell across there. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I got off live stream and went around and like verified where my cook stove was and all that kind of all camping gear and stuff. Like just put my eyes on it and then came back, sat down and waited. About 20 minutes later, the power went out. Next morning, my whole family's freaking out. There's no internet. There's nothing. Like I've got tons of battery powered everything you can imagine. We can charge your phone, but it's fucking useless. There's no connection to have.
Yeah, no cell service.
And they're freaking out and nutting up. And the whole time I'm just kind of wandering around, grabbing a bag from here, a box from over there, digging around under this. And I went outside, started a fire, put on some hot chocolate. And one by one, everybody came out. I had a bunch of chairs set up out there and didn't say nothing to nobody. Just went out and sat down and made hot chocolate. And one by one, they came out and got hot chocolate. It was like,
yeah, what else you going to do?
It's not as bad as we're making it. Now, that sucked. I know cold is a worse, it's more devastating as far as a disaster, but God, I'd rather be in the cold
than the heat.
If it had been cold. That the thing is it was like 102 and 99% humidity.
Yep.
It was so bad. And I've got to run a fire and cook shit that's going bad in the freezer. Like So I was eating salmon, grilled freaking burgers. We had hot dogs rolling most of that 4 days. I smoked a turkey because of something to do, and I had a turkey thawed out. So
at least you ate good.
Oh, dude, like it was a smorgasbord. That's true. It cost me about $1,000 in fucking various meats. But
yeah, I had that problem up north when we had a huge tornado come through.
Yeah.
And we went, I think, almost 2 weeks without any power in the middle of summer. Nasty, hot, sticky.
Sucks. See, I was lucky. We're out there where I grew up. We had a artesian well quite literally in my front yard. The water in that thing was so fucking cold. When I cleaned it out in the summers, the water was so cold it turned my feet blue.
It
make your ankles hurt. It's fucking cold,
yeah,
dude.
I can believe that.
And when that type of shit went down, I just treated that thing like my own little personal fucking cooler. And make you squeal like a little schoolgirl by the time your nuts get wrapped up that water. But if you was hot, you wouldn't be hot for long. Now, it's gonna be muddy as fuck in there because it ain't got no, it's not a hot tub.
Oh hell no. Opposite of a hot tub.
So this artesian well was about the size of an average kitchen table, give or take, right? Maybe a little bigger. About 4.5 foot deep. Flowed
basically a bathtub.
A large bathtub, yeah. A large bathtub. That was about the size. And it ran maybe, 30 gallons a minute or so. Wasn't a whole lot. I go out there. I was keeping koi fish in it forever. It was fucking beautiful, little fucking lily pads and shit, Anyway, one day my lily pads are gone. And then I find half a fish in it. And I'm like, okay, so a turtle's gotten in here and I need to get the turtle out. So I set up a day to fucking clean the damn thing out, just do a full summer cleaning on it, get all the slime out of it and everything. And it's buckets, fish, bubblers, the whole nine. I get all the fish out, get all the water out. And I haven't found a turtle yet. Still haven't found a turtle. Gotta be one in here. And I'm cleaning out all the cracks and crevices, and where the water came out, because it's all clay country, it would just kind of spew slime of kaolin. If anybody knows what kaolin is, bubbled out of the side of this freaking hillside. And when the pressure was really low, it'd flow more, and when it was down, it'd flow less. But in general, it flowed all the time. You could keep milk good in it. That's where we kept the milk when the power went out. Kind of like spring house, but no house. This fucking alligator snapping turtle, the size of a Zulu shield, had gotten into that fucking hole and wedged himself in the back so well that while I was cleaning it out, I didn't notice him. He was just the same color as the rest of the mud. And when I went to go clean out the back of it where there was the overhang, it fills up with a bunch of sand and little bitty tiny rocks and stuff. And I went and put my shovel in, and it goes pink. I'm like, pink, pink. And then I found a piece of a shell, and I kind of popped it up. Stuck this about yay big around. And I reached down and went to grab that piece of shell, and my hand would not touch it. I looked at my hand, and it just, something in my soul, in my lizard brain, at the very base of my being, refused to touch that. Even though I was just going to grab the turtle and throw him out. So I grabbed the damn shovel, wedged it under the edge of the turtle, and wiggled it, and the turtle turned into the front paw of an alligator snapping turtle. Homeboy was literally a snap away from all of my little digits. And yeah, I could have lost a hand. It was huge, dude. It was enormous. And I found out later that a buddy of mine had come by with a big one and turned it loose across the road. And I was like, dude, that thing ate $800 worth of koi fish. You bastard. How dare you?
God. Not a pretty thing. Yeah, no, was it last year? I had a damn bobcat.
Welcome in, Art.
Decided to make a feast out of 40 chickens.
Ooh, I hate that. I had a regular locker room scenario on some chickens once. Go ahead.
He was getting them and taking like 2 or 3 at a time. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how he was getting them. And finally, I was walking the perimeter of the fenced-in area that I keep the chickens in, and I found where he had dug under the fence. And so what I did is I dug up around the perimeter of the fence about a foot down and put in a 2-foot section of chicken wire, half flat and then half of it vertical up against the other fence, and then buried it. Kept his ass out. He finally went away because I've stayed up every night trying to catch the bastard because I'm going to drop his ass.
You know how I like true crime stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
My neighbor called me up at like 6 a.m. He's like, Sasquatch, I want your opinion on this, man. It's not usual for this man to call me. It's very unusual. And so based on just that alone, I was up, dressed, went over there. He's sitting out there on the hood of his Buick, smoking a cigarette, staring at his shed. I show up and look at him and go, what's up? He said, I raise BB bantams and I keep them in a pen in this shed whenever they're brooding. And I have 5 in here. I have 1 left alive and it's freaked out. And I was like, what happened? It's like, go look. But look at the ground. Look at everything. I want to know how something got in there. And I went and looked, and it was considered an old farrier shed with none of the farrier stuff in it anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the very center of this shed, it's a sand floor. There's no flooring, but there's a coop up on sawhorses with a big metal pan on the top of it and a car tire and a piece of logging chain sitting on top of that thing.
For weight.
The box is made, it's basically like a rabbit box made of interior 1/4 inch carpenter's cloth, exterior chicken wire with a space in between about yay much.
Right.
And sticking out of the bottom of it was part of a chicken leg. Something had reached up through the bottom of that thing and pulled a chicken through it, is the implication, or at least pulled that leg through it, right? And after looking at everything there, I decided it had to be a mink. They're not horribly common around here, but they're not exactly uncommon. They're just very rarely seen. And the fact that there was no sign, and I'm talking all the way around this thing, whatever it was got into it and got under the bottom to pull that piece of chicken out of the bottom of it, never touched the ground. It was a powdered, dusty, dry, anything. You could put a weak fart in it and it would have left a footprint. But well, weasels are slightly less common than minks here, and minks will get up to some hijinks. They're smart. They're clever.
What do you do? Come across the roof and drop down onto the top, and then
Hey, that's exactly what happened. The shed was right up against a tree. It's such an extent that part of the tin had been dislodged by the tree's growth, and so it was buckled up. And I think the mink came in through that buckled piece of tin, crawled across the rafter, come down on the light, dropped down on top of it, and then went down on the sawhorse and pried the top open and went inside. Reverse that process to leave. That does everything but explain the meat shredded through the bottom of the thing. But yet again, minks can climb upside down. They will absolutely do it. And chicken wire is perfect for that. Like,
oh yeah,
you couldn't have built it better. And his little paws are small enough to go through the holes of the chicken wire and get a hold of whatever they can get a hold to and pull it out without getting the chicken wire all covered in blood and stuff. That was another thing, is there was maybe 2 drops of blood in the whole scene.
I know the weirdest thing I ever saw was a chicken got hurt and he was bleeding a little bit. Them other chickens smelled that blood and tore that mother humper to shreds.
We had a situation just fucking years ago. I was a kid when this went down. The rooster got killed by a chicken hawk or something. So the flock didn't have a rooster for a while. And I don't know why there wasn't a rooster for some. And one of the female chickens took over the job as rooster and started like doing the roostery type things they do that happens sometimes. Eventually we get a rooster and bring it over, drop it in there. And that female chicken fought that rooster to the death. But what tripped me out was the way that fight started. For a week, they were fine. And then we went out and fed them. And about 10 minutes after we fed them, suddenly all hell's breaking loose. But I happened to be cutting the grass when it happened, and I saw it take place. There was some disagreement over some bit of scratching territory. One female pecked the rooster-looking female, and then another female pecked her. And the next thing you know, they were all on top of her.
Yeah.
And the rooster showed up and beat all the other females off of this one. And that female attacked the rooster, and the rooster killed it. And that was how that whole thing played out over the course of about 12 minutes. Seemed like it was going to last for fucking ever, dude. I didn't think it should ever end.
Yeah. I did not realize that about just when I moved down here 5 years ago, when I first was doing chickens, but I did not realize that you give them something blood and they go nuts for
They
blood.
can't. I mean, hashtag not all, but it can happen.
Well, like someone said in chat, they're descendants of the T-Rex, so go figure.
After the panel burst.
I had to fight coyotes one more than a wooden oar that you use for a canoe.
Oh,
in the
hell
dark.
no.
How'd they taste?
In the dark, while I was in the canoe in a tiny little canal that was less than maybe 2-3 feet wide, because I was trying to get the stuff out of there at nighttime. And I had dealt with them once before and hit one with an axe, but this time they wanted blood, and this is about maybe the one with the axe, but it still had the cover on it, like that, so it wasn't like chopping it. I was just trying to get them to leave us alone. And I'm really surprised that the guy that I grew up with did not freak out, but there was about 10 or more of them, and they were right on the edge of the little tiny canal, and they were barking, and I was hitting them with the oar and keeping them back. We got away, but it was cut and dry. I mean, it was really, really close. It was close. If I didn't have my wits about me and panicked at a little tiny bit, we probably both would have got eaten by coyotes.
They drive you crazy.
Yeah. Well, you're out in the middle of nowhere growing weed 25, 30 years ago. Shit happens.
I mean, those fuckers will follow your ass down the bank of a river.
Luckily enough, we were going to the other side of the river, right? They weren't going to be able to get to it.
It is creepy as fuck, though. You go and you're out camping and you post up over here for a night, you notice there's like 20 coyotes around you. And then you get in your canoe and you go 8 miles this way. And that night, the same coyotes are around you. It's a little creepy because they'll just follow you. They generally don't fuck with you. But they'll just creep up. They'll creep as close as you're willing to let them.
That's why I hate animals. I hate them. They'll all eat you.
They'll start with your eyeballs. Especially those of you with cats. Remember that. They start with your eyeballs.
They eat your belly first, actually. Many documented cases of people, cat ladies and stuff that died. They eat your belly first.
It's more dramatic when you say it. Start with your
Fingers and toes.
That's dogs. Dogs go for fingers and toes. Cats go for your eyeballs. So this has been tons of fun. I'm going to do this thing and then that thing and then I'm done. This is the thing that I'm doing. That's that thing that I'm also doing, right?
I gotta bounce. Thanks a lot for proving just how ugly and immature you are. It's been real. And care about your problems.
Welcome to space.